Euphigenia Doubtfire, dear. I specialize in the education and entertainment of 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 entertainment. Candy and the sun. Could you make me a woman? Showtime. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run daggers for you, daggers for you. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run go pop 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 some neurons. I know you're used to Lucy, din such a shunt, it tastes good, such a shunt. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run surprise. Hip hop, bebop, dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop doesn't mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop, bop bop bop, dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Just a little bit of nicotine. The sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. A little bit of nicotine doesn't mean that they don't love you. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run daggers for you. When I'm in charge, daggers for you. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run go pop 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 some neurons. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run such a shunt, such a shunt. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run hip hop, bebop. Till you drop. Hip hop, bebop doesn't mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop, bop bop bop, dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop, bum 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 bum. Just a little bit of nicotine. The sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. A little bit of nicotine. Din doesn't mean that they don't love you. Entertainment of entertainment of entertainment. When I'm in charge. Don't fuss with me. It tastes good. It tastes good. Pump 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 pump. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run such a shunt, such a shunt. I'm in charge. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Yeah. Hip hop, bebop, dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop, mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop, bop bop bop, dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop, candy in the sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. A little bit of nicotine doesn't mean that they don't love you. Well, that's all for today. Bye bye.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome. Oh, there we go. I got him. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Rumble². For those who don't know, or 18th Rumble², in fact. So that's like 18 months now. That's like a year and a half of feedback collection. Aren't you young children so happy for that? But anyway, what Rumble² is I bring on people, or I invite people on who use the Rumble platform in any of the way, whether it be a user, just a regular user, creator, whatever you want to call it. The people who use the Rumble platform in its many different facets. And then I ask them 3 different questions, which my guests did get a week before. So hopefully have their answers ready. But we'll go through them each at a time. But first, we'll do introductions because these people are adults and they need to introduce themselves. I'm not going to do it for them. So while we wait for one of your available, Tower, but we'll start with Miss Kada. How are you, young lady?
Hi, my name is Kara Jade. I love it how he calls me young. It's one of the few times I get to be called young again now, my age. I'm a single mom, a disabled vet. I started streaming 5 years ago, yesterday, actually. Yesterday was my streaming
Hmm,
anniversary. And I did it as
congrats.
an attempt to stay in society, as I did when Dara and I were talking with my interview with him a few weeks back. I have
Hmm,
PTSD, so I have really bad anxiety. So stuff like this is really, really hard for me. So the streaming was my way of connecting through my passion of gaming, and it
hmm,
just evolved from there. So now I stream on Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok.
hmm.
And
Nice.
I also started up a merch store. I just try to do, like I say, I try to do the best I can with what I have. So a lot of the stuff
Hmm,
I do is online. Trying to find a way to support my kids. I still have two young kids. I have two adult kids and two young kids. So just,
hmm,
but gaming has always been something. I've been a gamer for over 4 years. I started playing games when I was 12, about on
hmm,
the old school PCs in the 80s with the Sierra games
hmm.
like King's Quest and
Cool.
Space Quest, Leisure Suit
Hmm,
Larry, that never would have been
cool.
seen by a child today with all the advisory labels and stuff like that. It's so funny. Like
Yeah.
my brother and I, we were 10 and 12, or 9 and
Hmm,
12, and we were trying to get Spanish fly for the secretary so she can go find her boyfriend so we can get her to leave to
hmm,
push a button. And then we had sex with the hooker. Then we had to go
hmm.
get treated with penicillin. I mean, the stuff is you never would have seen as kids. So I find
Hmm.
that hilarious how the games back then, like people complained about Grand Theft Auto, for instance, but
Yep.
it's like, yeah, okay, been there, done that kind of thing. So, but anyway,
Nice.
that's what I'm doing right now. So,
Nice. And yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, since 12 though, that's quite a long time to be a gamer. But you can be a gamer at any age. Like the what was it, the grandpa gamer, I believe his name is called. He's a pretty good sure shot. But thank you, Miss Kata. Of course, second timer, Miss Toasty, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself.
Second timer, I feel like it's been more than that.
Is it? I thought you've only been on Rumble Squared twice. Maybe you have been
Well,
more.
this
I'll have
rumors
to recheck.
that I think that, but like any other stream in general with you, I've been. Anyways, whatever. Hi,
Mm,
I'm Toasty, and I stream here on Rumble². My main primary. But I also stream on X, YouTube, Blaze, Kick, and
mm,
all that stuff. Little politics, little fun, little bit of body cam, little bit of everything. So
mm,
yeah,
nice. Yeah, and you've been. How long you been doing it again? It's been quite a
on
while, hasn't it?
Rumble, streaming in
Or
general or
the,
Rumble
yeah,
specifically.
streaming in general. Yeah.
Streaming in general, I think I started like in 2020, maybe. I think
Mm,
2021, around there.
that's
But yeah.
that's still quite a long time though. So congrats on that. That's about five-ish, 6 years as well. So there you
Hmm.
go.
Hmm.
Um, thank you for that, Toasty. Mr. Tyler, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Tyler. I go by Tyler Today News on all the internet places. You can find me YouTube, Rumble, Twitter. I primarily stream to YouTube and Rumble. I do primarily news content. I haven't had as much time for that lately, so it's been a lot of video gaming. But I do news stories, interviews, debates, stuff like that.
Hmm. And you play games as well, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I said. I play video games.
Oh.
It's been a lot more video games lately, just because I got a real job back in December,
Oh.
and I say real because I can't do streaming full time. It may be someday, but currently I have to focus most of my time on primary source of income.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I have mine too. So, but thank you, good sir, for introducing us, and I'm glad to have you on. But let's go with the man himself. Well, once now he's a different man. But how are you doing, Cleve?
Dara, I need you to give me the introduction, okay? I need you to amp this up, okay?
No, you have to do that yourself. I'm the host. You gotta work a little
That's
bit.
exactly what the host does. No, I'm Clevtastic. I'm everywhere. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Kick, X, Chatterbait, you name it. I'm on all the sites. Yeah. I do some gaming, mainly just commentary now, whether it's pop culture, current events, or just whatever's on my mind. I'm taking a break from streaming, mainly focusing more on, real life, long form content, and producing a new movie. That's what I do also.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's what I'm up to right now. But glad to be here.
I think you got a comment.
Yes, Chatterbait. Yes, we got a brand. I'm a brand ambassador for them, actually, with my Jesus Action figures back.
Oh wow!
No,
Well,
I'm
congratulations!
kidding.
I'd have been like, "Wow, that's cool." Oh,
I'm the complete opposite of what they want.
Yeah, no, but that's pretty funny though. But thank you, good sir, and you did a pretty good job. I gotta say, you did a pretty good job. So congrats. But all right, Mr. Tower, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Oh, dude, you guys camera movements.
Yeah, I think he has a AI camera.
Your mic's muted.
Yeah. Or it's not going in the correct way. Yeah, he's got it. All right. While he's waiting to do that, I love the gun safe tower dog. I don't know what that means.
He's got the gun safe behind him.
Yeah, dude.
I have an AI camera too, and that shit is so annoying because every time it moves, I always have to like do this for it to stop.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys use for your cameras, but I think a lot of the cameras nowadays have like that autofocus AI thing. You can actually right click your camera controls and turn it off.
Maybe. Want to try testing it, Tower?
Well, I don't
No,
know if that's causing the mute issue, but
Yeah.
for the autofocusing.
I wonder if it's input. Because I think you have to, maybe it's a Microsoft where the input might be wrong or something like that.
Or maybe the wrong mic selected on Studio.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So I just accidentally muted myself, but click on the microphone.
Well, we'll let Tower do his thing. But anyway, so like I said, a week ago, my guests were given 3 different questions to answer or kind of mull over until this day, because something will always change or something will come up and you want to add to. And again, it doesn't have to be exactly 3. Dual PC setup. Okay, all right. So that may be the issue right there. But I'll make sure you get your space once we hear you. But so my guests get 3 questions. Ask these 3 questions for the past 17 other times. So if you don't know by now, that's a different story. But so we'll go through the questions. What will happen is we'll go through the questions, and then after that there will be a section for the chat. So chat, if you have your own issues, wish list stuff, or whatever, that time will be for you. Because while I could be like everyone else when they do the chat and my guest, I'd rather focus on my guest first and then chat. So there you go for that. But then after that, I will show the prediction chart or prediction infographic I made for June of 2026 based upon data publicly collected, whether it be Rumble's own corp.rumble.com or post by Chris or the Arrest the Admin or whatever. But that will be shown because it's just take it with a grain of salt. It's really just trying to predict. But at the end of the day, it's sort of like trying to find a trajectory of where Rumble is going with all the stuff going on. So, but we'll get into that more later. So to start us off, Toasty, if you'd like to be our honorary, if you'd like to go ahead and start off with the first question, which is 3 positive experiences you've had on Rumble that really stood out.
All right, so for the first question, something positive that has happened to me on Rumble is the amount of support and also the free speech. I love the fact that it's a free speech platform. I say a lot of naughty words, and YouTube hates me because of that. They fucked me over multiple times, and I just made Rumble my primary. And so I love the fact that I get a little more freedom to say whatever's on my mind.
Yeah, that is true. I remember you talking about how you got demonetized a few times.
2 times. And each time only lasted for like a month. I kid you not.
Jeez. Wow. But no, it's three things. Did you have just that one, or did you have more than that?
Oh, and then the support. The support I have coming over here to Rumble, which is great. Oh, and then meeting new people. So that's my 3.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome, and thank you, Toasty, for that. Much appreciated. And yeah, it does suck when you're kind of demonetized. But too big YouTube is, and that unfortunately is many of the small ones don't get heard very well. But thank you nonetheless. But let's go to you, Clove. What are your 3 positives of Rumble?
Well, I would have to say the community has been a good one. I've found my group that I like to hang out with, and even if it's off stream or on stream, I have Waffle Meat is a big person in that community. I got Buttermilkin, Grim Hollywood, all of them are great, and I talk to them regularly. I would also say that Rumble has been more open to content collaboration. I've streamed on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, all of them, and never before was I ever invited to like things with other creators, ranging from different sizes. Whether they have 1,000 or 2 followers, I love to see that, whether it's on any platform. And then lastly, I like the creator program. I think it's a good, easy route to get money, but there is definitely some work that needs to be done with it. I've been very vocal about it, but those are my 3 positives.
Delivered smoothly like the awesome dude he is. Just slide right in there.
Stop flirting with me, man. Gosh, you're making me blush.
Almost make you sound like Matthew McConaughey. All right. Hey, still having issues there, Tower?
Yeah. Oh no. Maybe he has to plug in his mic with his other computer.
Well, I've also had issues with when I was using Rumble, like whatever this is, the Rumble Studio, for guests and stuff like that. Every once in a while, I would get a guest that like doesn't have, for some reason, it would auto deny mic permission through the browser.
It's interesting.
So that would fall under Rumble technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we'll continue on and. Yeah. Yep. There it is. I heard you.
All right.
There we go.
About that, y'all.
Hey.
I had to switch. I had to switch a camera over because I have 2 cameras in the room. I had to switch one over to the PC because it doesn't have it, wouldn't recognize. So. All right, we're good, y'all.
But anyway, so before we get on to the next people, let's get Tower to introduce himself. So, how are you, good sir? Just tell the people about you.
Well, I'm streaming. If you're not having audio issues, what are you having? So. Over 6 years streaming, probably 10 years or better in the world of streaming. Started off in Twitch. I've branched out to pretty much every platform. Only run 4 now. Basically Rumble, Twitch, Blaze, and BP. Well, I run 5 now, SharePlay, but just I'm here for the community. I'm here to build a community and try to keep positivity and I've got a lot in the works right now. So
that's simple. Yeah.
I'm a first person shooter guy. I'm always a shooter guy, but I'm trying to branch out. I've got a lot of indie games. Looking forward to bringing me on to try out their games and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be something different for my channel.
Yeah, Tower, you should
Nice.
play The Sims.
No. I can't, man. I'm sorry.
I think you'd be a good Sims
Oh,
content creator right
goodness.
there, man.
I think he'd be
Wow.
bored being used to playing FPS and then going to like, okay, now
Oh,
what?
He'd go really extreme with it. He'd be all like, with it. Tower.
He'd probably be the one who set the Sims on fire just to see what would happen.
Oh goodness! But since we're
there are a
starting
few
to
games I just don't do, so that I
Yeah.
just
I hear you. It's been a long time since I've played Sims 2. I think I'm way past that point. But since we're on you, Tower, why don't you go ahead and give your 3 positive experiences you've had at Rumble?
I mean, positive experiences, watching the platform grow, the platform itself, not the audience, a different entity. So watching the platform grow, the community, the acceptance, and the free speech, I think are huge. But at the end of the day, that the Rumble platform itself, I think, is a positive for a lot of people, and it was it's a great place for a lot of people to be, if you put in the work, and that's the big thing for me. It's just putting in the work. So
Yeah, that's always, and that's with any platform. Really, you gotta put in the work for that, if in the case. But thank you, good sir, for sharing your 3 positives. Mr. Tyler, why don't we go with you next?
Sure. I mean, I feel like my 3 positives can be summed up with, I feel like it's just a common experience with everybody with Rumble. I think the biggest positive that everyone experiences is the community, whether it's fellow streamers or the viewers themselves. The community on Rumble is amazing, quite frankly. First example I have only technically counts, but I used to be active within the Timcast community. I got a good head start streaming, and I met a lot of cool people while I was there. I still talk to a lot of them. I'm not as active in that community, or I'm not active at all in the community anymore. But I've met a lot of cool people there from that experience. That was really good experience, and that got me a good head start in Rumble. Obviously, second example, like I said, all the cool streamers I've met from raiding out after streams. Shout out to Eternal Spartan, who suggested a lot of like the emote sites and where to get overlays and stuff when I was first starting out. So that was really cool of him. Third kind of ties into 1 and 2, but the great people I've met from Tim's community, as well as other streamers I've met. Let's see, last summer, while I was streaming, some of the cool streamers that I met, they actually convinced Jeremy from the Quartering to raid out to me. So that was really cool. I've never had a chat go so fast. It was a really cool experience that day.
It's crazy. That's pretty awesome, though. Not bad.
Oh yeah.
You're moving up in the world, Tyler. Congratulations.
I haven't been as I haven't had as much time for streaming, so a lot of that a lot of that benefit I got from those have gone away, but it was still really cool.
That's pretty awesome. But if that is all of your positives, let's go to the lady herself, Miss Kada. If you'd like to give your 3 positives.
Save the best for last. I see you, Dara.
I'm the last one, so.
Oh, why did you have to harsh me like that?
That's the way he is. That's the way Dara is.
Okay.
He pretends to be nice, and then he'll.
Okay, fine.
Nah.
Okay, fine.
I'm hospitable to everyone here.
I'll go
alright?
cry in my corner later. But anyway,
Dang.
the positives. I try not to harp on it. But like I said, I have anxiety, so when I started streaming on Rumble, I always was worried about it because, like I said, I started off on Twitch. Twitch, they don't like it when you mention that you're a streamer in their chat. Like, how dare you advertise yourself, stuff like that. And the Rumble creators I started branching out and checking out didn't do that. They're like, yeah, I don't care if you tell people that you're a streamer too. They were far more supportive in that regard. I also like the free speech part that Toasty touched on, and I don't like like for instance, TikTok. I'm not even saying anything, and I'll get stuff come up on TikTok Studio saying that you're violating or you did something. I'm like, what did I do? Like, I could be playing Apex and then they could be saying a word. It's not me, but like the AI must have picked it up on something that they said, and I'm being flagged for it. I'm like, okay, whatever. And so the Rumble creators said I started going to hang out with, like, Rant Stark was one of them and his wife Sunshine. They would actually shout out me without asking, sending people my link and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool. Another thing is that I noticed that you get monetized immediately. Like in Twitch, you had to have so many followers, so many this, so many that, like a lot of other ones, and you get monetized right away. And another one that comes with the site itself was the when I first started streaming. I've been streaming on Rumble, I think, like 2 years now. I got picked as an editor pick, and I've never been on the front page for Twitch that I've seen. I was just streaming in my own little world, my own little corner of Twitch. So I started seeing one day, again, another Apex stream. I had like over 100 people on my channel watching. I was like, where is this coming from? And one of my regulars is like, I think you're on the editor pick. I think you're on the front page. And you wouldn't get stuff like that on Twitch. Like I see the same people on their front page over and over again. And it was nice to see that they were trying to at least rotate and circulate newer, smaller streamers on there. So I think that's about 3. So, but yeah, as a community, I really do like Rumble. Oh, it is an older demographic. Like I said, I'm 52, and Twitch, a lot of the streamers are younger. Especially in the female group. I don't know if Toasty can relate, but it also always seems to be like teenage or young 20s e-girls. I don't know if her type of streaming has to deal with that, but gaming, it's notorious. And I actually had some kids try to flirt with me online and then give me a sub and was like, okay, now what are you going to do? And I'm like, dude, are you trying to get me arrested? Like, what are you trying to do? So yeah, it's nice that on Rumble, it's not perceived the same as being a female playing games. So
I will say Twitch, they do have their favorite streamers.
yes,
You could get banned or multiple times, and as long as you're their little golden boy
or girl.
Or girl, yeah.
Well, because when you were talking about how you got demonetized, I was thinking if you were, like you said, even YouTube has their favorites. They can kill somebody on stream and they still wouldn't get banned, or they would get banned like 24 hours quietly and then be like, see, we did something. It's like, really? Okay. Like that Hassan guy, he's saying all of this terroristic level crap, and he never gets demonetized. He never gets banned. He never gets kicked off.
That's why he's that golden boy.
He's friends with the CEO of the company.
Dan Clancy's favorite streamer. Direct quote from Dan.
They're in a gay relationship.
Yeah.
And and it's not like I disagree with him, so I automatically think he's bad. I have a lot of people, I personally don't do politics. I try to make it streaming. I try to, because I know doing politics and that kind of heavy content 24/7 is psychologically damaging. So I try to keep mine, that break. It's just gaming, just keep it gaming, and that's it. But to have people like that and then call people who disagree with them all sorts of names and say they're stupid and stuff like that, instead of trying to have a healthy dialogue, that's where I'm like, okay, no. And then, like I said, death to America, and that we're the worst country in the world, but you live in the worst country of the world. What does that say about you? So
yeah,
that's just my opinion.
Right, and it's certainly ironic with all that stuff. But if that is if you have any more But beyond those three, if not, we'll move on to my three to kind of finish things out. My first one, of course, is Rumble Studio. Despite its flaws, it is still free to use, and you can stream to multiple places. Well, to the regard of multiple places. But it's nice to be able to have that, and especially when you have stuff like that I have to pay for, like Restream or StreamYard or even EVMux, where they ask for plenty of money for the tiers of like how many places you can go to and stuff like that. So that's nice. One of the other ones, of course, is day one monetization. Of course, nowadays more platforms, it seems like, or at least newer platforms, are starting to lean toward that way. So Rumble's not really going to be the only one to that game anymore. I at least know redpill.net is another one that allows day one monetization. So there are the platforms out there that you can be monetized day one, but for the most part, it's really nice to have something that you don't have to wait to, like you said, affiliate partner or you partner, whatever. You can just straight on you go, and it's up to you. And if you could bring people over to pay you in regard. And the last one, of course, is community. Now, of course, if you didn't know that throughout the whole score of Rumble², community has always been the top positive, at least between many of the people I've been on. But I will attribute that. Me personally, I go beyond just Rumble. I've talked to people to YouTube, Kick, Twitch, all sorts of stuff. I am not just a one placer deal, but I know a lot of people, including you guys, is a big one for you. So I will go with community for mine as well. So with that in regard, that is the end of the first question. Now the second question, of course, is three. This is usually the one that might go a little longer, but that's okay. It's all about the feedback, right? The second one is 3 key technical or support issues you've encountered while using the Rumble platform. So, we already had Toast to go last verse. Let's go with Clev, if he's still there.
Yeah.
How do you want to go? Go ahead, Clev.
Which one are we on? Number 2?
Number 2. Not that number 2. Come on.
I had to go get something. Now these are the
support or technical issues.
Yes. Okay. First off, I think on like mobile, on the mobile app of Rumble, I think they need to implement separation of streams and videos like they do on desktop. It's all cluttered on the mobile version, but on desktop it's very clean. There's videos, live streams, shorts, repost, all that stuff. I think we should have that on mobile as well. More on the the homepage. I feel like they need to update the recommendations for each person. I go on there and I'm getting recommended things that have nothing to do with what I've been watching. I can watch you, I can watch Tower Dog, I can watch Tyler here, and then I'll be recommended something way off that has nothing, that's not even related to you guys. So I feel like they need to fix that a little bit. And then lastly, we got to get these bots taken care of.
Oh yeah.
There's too many of them, and they're easy to spot. You can easily see which streamer's doing it. And,
I thought we paid good money for that. Wait a minute.
Hey, shush. We got to get the good ones, man. Come on. But no, we got to get that taken care of, and we got to get those streamers who are view botting taken care of. We need to have a moderation on that. There are creators out here who actually put in the grind to get actual organic viewers, and there are people who are cheating, and that shouldn't be allowed.
Well, and I wanted to add on to that. It's one of the worst things ever, right? Is getting a stream. You have a good stream going. Maybe you don't have a lot of people watching, but then you get raided by someone who has been view botting, and then now you have a dead chat with like 40 people in it. That's terrible too. So it's just bad for everybody.
Yeah,
that's well, I don't say no moderation and support. It's more like it has little moderation and support, because I don't know if anyone knows, but only 156 employees work at Rumble. and they're
I do
trying
not
to
know the
compete.
exact number. That's not a
And
lot.
well, I have some stock on Robinhood, so Robinhood usually gives you the amount higher than it was like a year or so ago, but that is how many people work for Rumble, and that's like the more they want to grow, they need to get more, and that's an issue. But I would add a caveat to that. I would add extreme caution because I know somebody who was accused of botting basically and had their account take away on Rumble, and there was no recourse or whatever because they were doing it the right way, or at least they were doing it through organic means. And all of a sudden, they got accused by someone on Twitter X. Admin saw it, and I think a few hours after that happened, their account was just like that. So, and I've talked to the person. I know the person personally, and I'm that may make me biased, so I understand. But for me, the whole botting scheme, while it does exist, because I mean, honestly, our internet traffic is getting more and more botting, especially when you add this AI stuff to it.
There was no opportunity for appeal at all.
Yeah, there had to be.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Nope.
I'd be like, okay.
Nope. He showed me the email. There was nothing.
Well, that's on
Yeah.
Rumble then.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that would fall under
that's on Rumble.
That would fall
Yeah.
under our number 2 question then, because there should absolutely be an appeal for that.
Mm-hmm.
Even the people that you know are doing it, and that
And, like-
they shouldn't
they should be able to
when the
appeal.
appeal should be having the right to appeal. Yeah.
And
There
even
should
if
there should be proof, right? There should be inevitable proof to ban somebody's account.
Well, it's hard
Not
to prove
just on
it.
somebody's say so on X. That's kind of scary.
Well, the biggest
honestly.
issue with the view botting too, though, is it's hard to prove who's actually doing it, because there
I
could be
was gonna
people that are
correct.
buying bots for your channel
Correct.
and you don't know it, and then it's your channel
Correct.
that gets hit. So
Can I get those?
That's why.
Well,
kidding.
mhm.
I got you, Dara.
It's a tricky subject for sure. It's tricky because, like,
is,
I know that you guys want the people botting and whatnot to be dealt with, but then if you have scenarios where they're buying it for other people and they don't know, or they're like rating you and they
Yes.
bought it theirs and you don't know, then
Mm,
Well, they
Yeah.
also claim that a lot of the viewers are watching on TV and they can't comment. So
yes.
what if all your viewers are watching on TV and they just can't comment? You know.
Exactly, and that's the point. But my point is, like, that's why I don't go around. Even, I mean, the blatantness would be like one person in chat and like 1,000 of people, but that's like, that can be very blatant. But when you get down to like the hundreds or whatever, and all of a sudden you get someone on X saying, "Hey, you're botting" and all this stuff, I'm like, hold on a second, I want more proof first, because I don't agree with just outright accusing someone of botting, especially since people are just going based upon viewer and engagement, and that's something that I highly disagree with. Don't care if anyone disagrees with me, but what I care about is innocent people not getting caught in the crossfires and losing their accounts, and then they have a sour taste in their mouth about Rumble.
Absolutely.
Well,
You
and
know,
then
you
that's
got
where
abused.
that's where the appeal
wouldn't
program
you?
comes in too. If
Yeah.
let's say I accuse Tower here of view botting, which I know he's not, but then Tower's channel gets taken down. Tower should be allowed to contact Rumble directly and be like, "I'm not view botting. I would like to appeal this ban." And you're telling me that they don't have that. That got to be instated. If that's to create the creator, that's to, oh my goodness, to support the creator. All right, let's look into this and have a human person working for Rumble look into this case and not AI.
Mhm.
Isn't
Well,
that
the-
kind of
the email-
contradictory of what the platform is anyway? If you don't allow somebody to be
Yes.
able to defend themselves, so
Well, I mean, the point of the being is, like, even in their TOS, they're like, we can. I mean, I'm pretty sure somewhere. I haven't looked at it recently, but like someone was trying to point out, like, you can basically get of how they word it and stuff. You can basically get rid of anyone at their discretion, right? Like, I think that's one of the things people forget is, like, it has a TOS, so it's not too far different from other platforms in the regard of, yes, free speech, who great, but like, if I'm going to have someone from Twitter X accuse, and the person I'm talking about didn't even have an X account, he had to make an X account to go and defend himself on X. Right, so you could, to the people, right, the people that were accusing him, he was trying to defend himself on it. It was like a losing point. But at the end of the day, I'm not interested. I want proof. I want more proof than just engagement and viewership. If you don't know, then treat it like a court of law. innocent before guilty, and I'm seeing a lot less of that and more of guilty before innocent, and that's a weird thing.
Yeah,
especially since
questioning is one thing, but outright accusing is another. You should never just outright accuse
Yes.
people unless you've got some proof on it.
Yeah, beyond the scope of. But anyway, that's my caveat on that. But thank you, Clev, for yours. So I had Clev, Mr. Tyler, if you'd like to go next for your 3 technical support issues.
Sure. This is the first one's more of a technical issue, but this absolutely bugs the hell out of me as someone who plays a lot of different video games, a lot of older video games too, or not like super old, old for me. I'm only 25, but the ability to
Maybe.
the ability to remove a category, the ability to remove, like, so when you're setting up a stream, I'm sure all of you have experienced this at one time or another. If you set a primary category, then you can change it or whatever. But if you set a second category, you can still change it. However, if the second category does not have what you need, for example, a specific video game, South Park: The Fractured Butthole, because that's one I played not that long ago, it's not on the list. But let's say I was playing Helldivers before I wanted to play South Park. Well, I can't swap it. I have to delete the stream in order to remove the category. That's ridiculous. I should be able to just click off the category.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
It's such a small issue, but it's like causes such a big problem. But anyway, another one, so many different issues with the clipping tool. I could make a list of 20, 30 different things. But the biggest one for me personally is the inability to skim through a clip while I'm making it. Even if it's a 30-second clip, I should not have to watch the full 30 seconds to see the last 3 seconds where it ends.
Right.
Yeah. The clipping tool really annoys the shit out of me. I already hate doing shorts, so it's just annoying. I hate it. I hate doing the shorts.
And again, to add on to the shorts, another big issue is like when you finally get that perfect little time slot, it starts and ends in a good spot. You download the clip and you're like, great, I want it from a different panel angle or something. And then you go back and it resets it back to the stream. It says edit clip, but it resets it like you're back on the fresh page. It's so annoying.
Yes, Clev, you had something you wanted to add to that.
Yeah, to your download thing, I've noticed this. I've been tweeting this out since I started doing shorts with their shorts thing that they make, right? If you make a short using their clip thing, and you upload it, but you forgot to download that clip from that section where it says, hey, download here, you can't go back into your content tab and download it anymore. It gives you this weird file type now. I have been saying this since the beginning.
That's terrible.
You can't. I've literally shown it and sent it to and DM'd it to the CEO, Rumble, Rick Rack, all of them. I go, why can I not download my video after I can
download a 3-hour stream? You can't download a 30-second clip.
Exactly.
Okay. I haven't experienced that. I always just download and then post later, so I haven't experienced that.
Let's see.
But
yeah, I just downloaded a clip, right, and it gave me a .hfm R0K file type. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, what is that?
Why is it not a video file?
And
what
so
the hell is even that?
This might come up again later, but again, we can make an entire list of the issues that are with the clipping tool. And I'm very happy that it was changed, but it is interesting that they tried to force us to use it with all the issues. It's just a little weird. However you feel about the new updates.
Either.
Yeah,
like, I can't add captions. I can't put text into it. I can't edit the video, make it unique.
It's a nice little baseline free tool, but it is far from perfect.
No,
they're losing money on it. That's why they want to push it. They're losing money on that end of it. So
it's I tried to use it, but I got so frustrated. I didn't even manage to get a clip. I was like, nope, because I use the clips to do shorts.
The backlash alone from the clip ordeal in the beginning of this new change, which is fine, but the backlash is where they were like, wait a minute, we may have just screwed up here. So
it's not the first time. It's not the first time.
But at least they addressed it.
They did, but it's a problem when it has to be that point first.
My thing is there is so many people, so many great people on this platform that could have put in that they could have had a question and answer kind of thing for all the great creators and said, hey, what do you think about this, this, and this? What are your thoughts on this? And done like a questionnaire, like every other platform does every time you turn around.
Right.
And they could have simplified the nightmare that they're bringing next month for a lot of creators. But I understand why they're doing it. They're a business. At the end of the day, they're there to make money. And like I said, I don't want to get into that aspect, but yeah, that's just my so.
I think that goes into the creator program too on that as well. Like you said, I think they are trying to bring the clips to force people to use it because, like you said, if they're losing money on it, then how else are we going to get people to use this?
Because I'm fully invested in Rumble. I buy stocks every week. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I'm invested into them because I like where they're going. I just don't like what they're doing sometimes. Does that make sense? That they have the right focus on what the future holds, but at the end of the day, the gaming side was never supposed to be this big. I don't think they were ready for that. I don't think they were ready for the creators that were going to come here, and not necessarily just gaming, just the creators in a whole, because there is a lot more than just gaming on the platform. But they were such a news media based platform in the beginning. They were not ready for this, and they should have come to the gaming and creator community and said, all right, what are your thoughts? What would you think? And kind of put that together. They could have fed that to AI in 10 minutes and came up with a heck of a lot better than what they announced last week. Just my thoughts. So.
And that's understandable.
And just to clarify the clipping tool, I do appreciate them having the tool. I criticize it because I want it to be better. Because the better it is, the easier it makes it for me. So I do like that they have the tool. It needs a lot of improvements. But that was basically my technical issues. The only other one I have, I don't know if other people have it, is sometimes I don't think it's an internet issue for me, because on days it happens even when I'm having good connection. But I'll go to schedule a stream for YouTube and Rumble, and it'll like not load. And then I go and look at YouTube and Rumble, and it has a scheduled stream, but I don't have a scheduled stream. So it's like a ghost schedule. It just confuses things, and I end up having to delete them because it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't do anything. If I actually end up starting the stream on, whenever I do get it scheduled, the other ones just stay there. It's weird.
Yeah. And that's understandable. I think I've seen some other people to say something similar. But is that all you wanted to share, or are you good to go? Okay.
Nope, that was my 3.
Thank you, Tyler. And again, even though I asked for free, you can share with more if you feel so, because I think the point is it's a feedback collection point, and better to get it now than like wait till later, which can always be added at another point. But thank you, Tyler. Miss Toasty, if you wouldn't mind going next for us.
So Tyler was saying with the clipping, I hate doing the shorts. I don't like the clipping at all. They should make it easier. They should fix some stuff. It's definitely not ready yet. That needs to be improved. But also, I will love a community post thing. I want to, start chatting more with my supporters and whatnot. So that would be very nice. Keep them updated and everything. So I would love a community post, kind of like what they have on YouTube. And then what else? Oh yeah. And my other thing is, I do have a problem when I start a stream. For some odd reason, I'll put in the RTMP or whatever you call it, and then just everything that I need to put. And then when I start the stream, sometimes the chat will not work on my EVMux, whatever I'm using. Like the chat, you'll see the chat in Rumble, but it doesn't translate to the program that I'm using. So that's my other issue with Rumble. So
yeah, I just to add my point, I think with while you can, hey, there's Clem. Hold on there, Clem. Clem's gonna have to go through all the stuff whenever you're ready. But to add my part for Rumble Studio, it would be nice if it was they added those other points like kick and whatever, because not being able to have unified chat, because I have to use Social Stream Ninja in order to see the other chats, so it sucks. But was that all you had, Toast? Did you want to? Are you good to go?
Oh yeah, and I agree with the whole chat thing as well because I stream on Blaze and Kick, and I would always have to open up separate windows to see those chats too. Like I've missed so many, I feel so bad. I had like a couple of people trying to chat with me there, and because I'm so busy looking at the Rumble chat by itself, I forget that I don't have Kick and Blaze and all that included onto like, you know, my EV Mux. So
Yeah, and I do know, as a side note, that Tomby is building his own thing. Well, on the top of streamers, but I'm
he's always
interested to see
making
how that.
something.
He is a man that doesn't know when to quit, and that's a good thing. But also a bad thing too, because yeah, take care of your health. But so I'm interested to see how that will go as time goes forward. So thank you so much, Toasty, for your feedback. Mr. Tower, if you would like to go next.
I mean, we pretty much hit the big points. I will say, like, when using Rumble Studios is great, but I have had here lately, and I've emailed in about it. I will upload my thumbnail. I'll get everything set up. Everything's ready to go. I'll hit save. You got to go up. You got to hit save and then go up and then set your time. Why can't we just put it all in one? You know, we just our time and our save is all one. But I'll hit save, or if I forget to hit save and I set up a stream and then I go back and look, 30 minutes later, it's just a blank screen sitting there saying I'm gonna start in 2 hours. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I did. That's the only really technical thing outside of just the horrible, you know, trying to download your stuff off of Rumble is already a headache as it is for me. But that was the main thing for me, was just try when you're setting it up on Rumble Studios. Just why do we have to have multiple OKs or multiple check boxes to say we're ready to save this? You know what I mean? Once you set the time, it should say, "Is this good?" If that's what they want to do, and say yes. You know, just that's the biggest thing. And technically, I mean, in the beginning, and I'll be honest with, I've been on the platform since 2021. I've only been streaming on the platform for a year.
Okay.
When I came here a year ago, it had its ups and downs, as does every platform as they're going through their growing stage. But technically, it was just even now setting up for stream, you have to double check everything, because you could set it up and think everything went through. You go back and look, and the whole time there's not been a thumbnail or nothing. And I know thumbnails aren't like huge like they are on YouTube for Rumble, but for me, it is creativity for me that I want to see. And a lot of my community love to see the thumbnails, and that's what brings a lot of people in as well too. But that's really my only. I mean, we could go into so much more, but technically, they have a sound product. They just need to they need to have some people in there fine tuning this and getting with the people that use it every day, saying, "Where do we go?" So,
Well, to add on to that, they did put out a while ago the survey for Rumble Studio, which is kind of a nice step forward, because they should be doing that, I feel, on a monthly scale to find out where they're at. My issue is now that they've done it, what's going to come of it? And that's the other issue. Is like, we can listen to all the feedback you want, but putting it into play is the other side of that coin. And Rumble at times has issues doing that, at least from my perspective.
Yeah.
And many of those I've seen. So, but thank you very much, Tower. Are you okay, Clem? Are you able to speak? Because I see your mic's on, but I don't know if you can speak or not. You may have to recheck your input for your mic. All right. Well, we'll let him work his stuff out. I believe Miss Kata, if you'd like to go next for your 3 technical support issues.
Well, I think everybody is pretty much touched on what I have issues with, like, scheduling. Like, I don't even bother scheduling streams anymore because I had the same thing on YouTube. I would schedule something through Rumble Studio and then it wouldn't like connect to it. And so it's like, what's the point kind of thing. So
Yeah.
now I just get on when I'm about to stream and I don't even bother with the scheduling anymore. I did do the legacy Rumble Studio, and when I was doing it that way, like true restream, when the web streaming, I had a lot of issues with it not connecting to all of the platforms correctly, no audio not working, video not working, etc. So then when the RTMP direct came in, that one has been better for me because now I just do it on OBS
Right.
and then use the web based to be able, because I can't afford Restream and all these other services that you have to pay for. So I do like that aspect. I have started streaming on Blaze, but I've been having issues with my stream connecting to Blaze. Like, I'll try to do it through Rumble Studio and it'll say that it's streaming there, but it's not. And then I try to do it directly through the multi-stream tool on OBS. And it'll say that it's streaming on OBS, but then when I go to my Blaze channel, it's not showing a stream. It says I'm still offline. So I'm not quite sure if it's Rumble Studio or if it's OBS and it's the multi-stream or both, but that's the issue that I've been having. I've been trying to work with their tech support through the Blaze channel on Discord with it, but that's what I've been having issues with as well. I do also have an issue. It's not just obscure indie games either. Like some of the games that I play, like I play some gacha games, like Infinity Nikki, they won't have, but they'll have indie games that you wouldn't expect them to have in the list. And it's gotten to the point to where I delete each room and just recreate each new room because I had the same issue.
Yeah, because you can't remove the category.
Right. So if you have a game that you did have in the category, but then you try to put in a new one and it doesn't work, then it's like, okay, so everybody thinks I'm playing, like your example, Helldivers, when I'm really playing NTE or a gacha game. It doesn't even match. And Blaze has a similar issue. I know we're not talking about Blaze, but I've had issues where they say that just put it in a game that's close to the game that you're playing. Like if it's a gacha, put it in another gacha game. But you can't even do that with Rumble Studio. It's weird. So what else? Oh, and another thing is because I do the RTMP direct, I have to recreate a stream key each time because I've tested it. If I keep the room open, let's say I'm doing Apex and then Valorant, those are the 2 main games that I play, and they both are in the category, so I can change them, no problem. But then when I go to stream on OBS to start the stream, to get it to go to Rumble Studio, it'll say invalid stream key. So I have to completely delete it and completely restart it to get it to work. So it would be nice if I can have like my main stream key. The URL stays the same, at least, thank goodness. But I have to constantly change the stream key each time. And I get I remember seeing that Rumble was trying to say that they were trying to do that for security or something like that. And I kind of get what they're doing. But it's like if somebody has your stream key, there should be more serious issues that you have to look into than whether or not somebody can hack your stream or something like that.
If someone let's say someone got Dara's stream key right now, and then he was going to end the stream, they could start their own stream and start streaming whatever they wanted. So that's why they try to keep it more private. And I guess that's their excuse for doing that. There's other ways that they could do it. But yeah, I've had the same issue, and I have to get rid of the category because it's not there. Got to redo the stream key, put it back into OBS, fix everything. Yeah, and you got to you got to do everything over again. It's incredibly frustrating. There's got to be a better way to do it. I don't know what the what the solution is, but there has to be a better way.
Well, I saw
Yeah.
authentication in OBS, so where you had to have your username and your password on top of the stream key. So like the two type authentication. I mean, I guess that would be a possible alternative. But yeah, you're basically resetting up stream every single time that you get on to stream. So
Yeah, certainly makes it much more difficult, which again is another issue, is user complexity that Rumble has to battle with, which again, when you compare against other stuff out there, it's a different beast, and unfortunately that's something they have to get better at for that variation.
They wouldn't have to fix the stream key issue though if they just allowed us to remove the second category when there's nothing. Like if there's I get it, there's a lot of games, you don't want to list every game or you can't list every game, that's fine, but allow us to just unselect the category. It would solve the issue.
Yeah, and
you could do a thing like what Twitch does, and you change the category, and then there's a bookmark in the stream of when you in chapters is what they call it, of which game you're playing at that point.
That'd be a cool feature to add.
Yeah. Swampy Gray has a question for you, Kata. He's asking what multi-stream tool you're using in OBS.
Oh, their own the free multi, it doesn't have a name. I'm not using stream elements or anything like that. It's like OBS multi RTMP multi-stream. So
look into Altium or whatever it's called.
I actually looked into doing things like merging chat and whatnot. That's another thing I like about Rumble Studio, is that at least I have all my chat connected with that. But like Toasty, I sometimes have to keep separate. Like when I was able to stream on Blaze, because I used to be able to stream on Blaze just fine, no issues, and I would have to keep that as an extra window opened to be able to read that stream, because I couldn't put it into Rumble Studio. By the way, if you try to stream to Blaze through Rumble Studio and Kick too, because when I used to stream on Kick, I did it and it didn't like Rumble Studio, so I had to do it directly from OBS, and because of that, I didn't have it on the Rumble Studio chat feature. So
I can give you some suggestions real quick. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
But OBS has its own built-in system that's free. So here, the more I think about this, the more I found one more thing I want to add. I hate to interrupt, but the fact that when you go to Rumble Studios and you do your what's the 5 hours you got to do premium, okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? When you do premium, it shuts everybody else off. Okay, so I may get in trouble for this, but so I use OBS's free tool that's in OBS, and I have my Blaze, my SharePlay, my Twitch, and my BP all in OBS running, and Rumble. I use Rumble for only Rumble Studios. So when I go premium, it doesn't shut off my 4 other platforms.
Well, that would be
on Rumble.
But I stream on one computer, so I pretty much depend on the web streaming to be able to, or I wouldn't be able to play at the same time.
OBS, the way OBS works is the easiest on your CPU for multi-streaming. People don't realize that. Okay.
Yes.
And I have tried Stream Elements, or not Stream, but Streamlabs. I have tried Restream. I have tried all of them. And the easy, and I do dual PC stream, but I did single PC stream for a while, and I will tell you that OBS it does take the pressure off the PC if you just, and I can help you with that if you need any information on it. I can help you, but it's all, and OBS does its all own thing, and you just set up, you just have to set up each category, whatever you're streaming to, and it's done. It's simple as that.
Well, I would love
There
to
you go.
look into it, but I tried to get it set up, and yes, OBS. That's why I switched to OBS because I used to stream on Streamlabs.
Mm-hmm.
But even with OBS, my computer the game would lag because I'm trying to multi-stream to all these various platforms. So I would love to
Yeah.
see if I can tweak the
The biggest
settings.
thing too
I
is if you're on a single PC, you just have to make sure you set the bit rate so you're not overdoing your GPU and your CPU. That's all it is.
right.
So,
Okay.
but I
Yeah,
can
I
help
will.
with that. I do not have an issue helping anybody with that. So,
That's good.
I will.
What was it? Go ahead, Toasty. Sorry.
I will say that when it comes to gaming, OBS is the best when it comes to like game streaming,
Mhm.
because any other like EVMux or like StreamYard that doesn't like gaming. It's
No,
always like
Streamlabs is great because it's very user friendly if you're not familiar with streaming because it takes a lot of the guesswork out. You just put in your stream key and URL and you pretty much are
But
good
is
to
it
go.
choppy on like
Oh,
the other people's end?
Streamlabs. Yes. Oh yeah, it is. That's why I
Yeah,
went to
Streamlabs also
OBS.
takes a lot of CPU power.
It's so I was gonna
Yeah.
It's
say
known
it's
for that.
so CPU
and that's what I
taxing.
mean. Like
Mhm.
OBS is really, from what I know, the only program that could deal with the gaming and stuff. It'll look normal to you, but to the people looking, watching you stuff, it looks so choppy.
Oh, and
It,
OBS, when I switched from Streamlabs to OBS, it looks so much better. I was able to play so many more games with it. So yeah, I agree. So maybe it's just some fine tweaks that I need to do in OBS because ideally I would love to multi-stream to the platforms, the five, and not use Rumble Studio unless, like you were like Tower was saying, to Rumble themselves. But right now it's the best solution that I have for the moment. So it's like
Yeah.
you do the best with what you got kind of thing. So
it's just a dock. It's just a multiple output dock. And like I said, and when we're done with this, whatever, hit me up. I'll help you set it up.
well,
It's
I
going
have
to
my
be so much
stream right
easier
after
on your
this
PC.
one, but go ahead and contact me and I'll definitely be
Okay.
able to connect with you when I can.
Yeah.
There we go. Getting help along the way. Clem, are you there?
Yeah, you hear me?
Oh,
Yay!
you're coming in echoey though. You're coming in echoey.
There we go. How about that?
That works.
Okay.
So anyway, so we're gonna get you going through your stuff, Clem, before we finish up. But Clem, if you want to introduce yourself first, and then we'll get through the two questions we're up to. So go ahead, Clem.
Just basically been gaming for the last 7 years, I think, something like that. But just basically do about anything, podcast to streaming to everything, basically, and then single dad, 2 kids, and also got one. Actually, have one that has autism and everything, but I advocate for that too. So, but just Rumble guy, basically, cool guy. Try to hang out with everybody.
Nice. Awesome dude, of course. So thank you for the introduction. Why don't we get to your first question, which is the what was the question again? I got 3 positive experiences you've had on Rumble.
Basically, community. Normally, get along with everybody. Everybody normally likes to have fun and everything, so that's always been fun. Always good to reach out with everybody, gaming and, popping on to other people's stuff and like yours, you get to know people with just being on yours too.
That's a lot of people. Yeah, but thank you for that, Clem. Was that the only one you wanted to mention, or was there more to that one?
No.
Or okay. Then let's go to the second one, which we just got with is 3 issues or 3 technical or support issues you've encountered on the platform.
Normally one, I would say probably, I guess it would be a tech issue. I'm not sure. The payouts and other stuff and how they do that.
Oh yeah.
Other than having one option, it would make it a lot easier if they have another option.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because that Rumble wallet, just doing the crypto, just really threw me off.
Yeah.
that or PayPal. That takes forever too, no matter how you do it. So.
Well, I have PayPal, so for me that wasn't an issue. But yeah, just having one form, because there's Cash App, there's Venmo, there's other things out there. So,
yeah, at least have something. I mean, there's so many out there that have so many different options. I mean, that would help a whole bunch. Because not everybody wants to wait like a week or two before they get to cash out.
Yeah,
I have to
or
wait
do
for
crypto.
2 weeks. So I have to click cash out 2 weeks before, so I could get the money on the first day of the month.
well, the amount of time
yeah.
that I've streamed, I haven't even gotten a payout from Rumble yet. So I haven't had to deal with that yet. So I can't speak too much about that. But paying somebody else, the rants, for a while, it just used to be credit cards. And I don't like putting my credit card or my debit card online. That's why I like using PayPal. And for a while, you couldn't use the PayPal. So I think you could just now start using PayPal to pay the rants.
Yep.
Now it's been one of many times where that's been brought up that people are having. Yeah, I see you, Clove. But one of many. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, what is this? What? You think you're smart? I'm joking. But. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what they always say.
It's a bot. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, sure it is. You guys are getting paid? Yeah, of course we are.
Yeah,
But yeah, payment has been a sore issue even with when it was just check or PayPal. And a while back there was talk about trying to get in with a Stripe, but I think that kind of fell through. So now, and the crypto wallet is supposed to be the amazing magic maker of all that stuff, and yet people are still not able to even put their. And I'm not a crypto person; I just have it just cause. But even then, crypto's not widely adopted, and so that's sort of meh. But yeah, it'd be nice if they had more options, or at least talked about having more options. Because right now it feels like talking to a ghost, or talking to someone who's not listening. One or the other. But was that all you had, Clem, or are you good to go?
Mostly probably when you if they had the ability to actually switch off, if you multi-stream and on Studio or use Studio, you have YouTube and Twitch and all that connected to it, you can actually just hit a button, just click off like you do on Streamlabs and OBS, just turn off what you want when you want.
You can.
You can't do that.
I'm in Canvas. I'm on Canvas 2.0, but I can turn off, other than Rumble, I can turn off any of the other ones that I'm connected to right away, and that shuts them off.
I hardly ever use that on there, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I don't know when they added it, but it's been there for a minute. But
see, that's another thing. They add stuff that they don't tell you to sometimes.
Not everything they update gets said about, and they have a notification bar on their platform. They have a notification bar when you go to rumble.com, you can see a little notification bar at times. They'll say fight or whatever. Use it. Could have used that for the whole creative program thing that they just put out, but they didn't even do it for that. And I'm just well, guys, communication from mobile,
or at least it's sending emails like they did before, last week.
Oh yeah,
when they made the change.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Clev. If I had known you wouldn't be a big man about it,
That's not true, Toasty. That's not true.
Goodness sake. But thank you, Clem, for sharing yourself. And sorry, we're trying to get you on. I don't know what was going on with Rumble Studio. And that's another thing too, is some people just have an issue getting on into Rumble Studio itself, and that's it's not there yet. It's not. But I believe that is everyone. Okay, from my end of things, because I'm not going to say save the best for last, but I do try to be hospitable to my wonderful guest. My three technical or support issues is one, communication. Now, I will say that they did communicate about the changes upcoming for the creative program, which was good. That should have been a thing, but it still was a mess. Let's be honest about it. It was a mess because they thought, that would be okay, and they just didn't communicate that beforehand. Like, if it's in the progress and you are either they did know and they put it out on the day of, and that was like, oh, we're gonna have it for that, or they knew a while back and they could have just put that out as something to kind of talk upon. I mean, that would be great, but like Rumble has a communication problem at times, and more times not just because from their own admin. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've had where Rick says something and then Chris will follow up, or Chris will say something, and all that stuff. It's like a jumble. There's no unified messaging, and that's one of my issues. Like, Rumble needs a spokesperson other than the CEO. Like, great that Rick and Mario and all that stuff, but like we need a spokesperson that will deliver the message, because at this point it feels like it's a bit all over the place when they try to deliver news, and they really actually need to deliver that news on their platform as well.
And not a creator that's already in here either, and not a creator.
Correct.
It
Yes.
needs to be an outside person that isn't biased, or no matter what
Well,
you do, when you're working in the office, you're going to be biased anyway. But
Yes, you're human. Yeah,
So,
you're human.
but at the end of the day, they're out there to keep us updated and informed. That's the big thing.
Yeah, that's a problem. They try, and at times it's better than nothing. But like a situation a while back when they made ad read a mandatory thing last year,
They still have it mandatory.
No, it's not mandatory. It turned into the raid thing. It was the ad read before then.
Oh,
But
okay.
when they had done that, they didn't communicate that at any point, at any time. And guess who took the fall damage for it? Most of it. It was the gaming ambassadors at the time, which I think is another weird issue too, to have 5 gaming ambassadors. But yeah, Rumble, need to up your communication better.
We have ambassadors. Wait a minute.
Once
Yeah,
they
we
don't,
do.
they're not a thing anymore. They weren't.
Exactly.
They were. Number 2 is a feedback page. Really understandable that they put it all in one with support, right? I get that, but like support even has issues of replying back to people and getting those situations taken care of. Like for me, my experience is 50-50. Sometimes they'll reply, sometimes they will, but at times they don't follow through. At times they don't follow through. They go to a point and then they just stop. Right? There's no closing the ticket or whatever. It just stops. That's my experience. Now, many times I will see on Twitter X, because that's where I get most of my feedback, because I take it too from there. Sometimes, like someone had mentioned, some payout. Sometimes people have payout issues and they're not, they're trying to go through the process, and all of a sudden they have to go on X. This is one thing that gets me too. In a way, Rumble is similar to YouTube in that regard, where people have to go to X in order to get something done. And that's a problem. I know people slip through the cracks, that happens. But like, if you want to differentiate yourself from your competitors, then you might want to up your pace on support. It's a kind of a done point at this point, where we're like, oh, well, we're trying to do all this stuff. It's like, can we just see the results instead of you just giving us lip? That would be nice. But yeah, there needs to be a feedback page, because I believe that support and feedback needs to be separated. I want support to work on the issues and focus on the issues only. In no way should feedback go there. If it goes there, then people don't know where feedback should go. Feedback needs to have its own page, and people can go there. YouTube has its own feedback page. I'm pretty sure Twitch has its own feedback page. Rumble needs to separate them and make sure that they're both taken care of in their own areas, not together. Because support is...
And not an unofficial Discord page either.
Correct. Well, Rumble did have an official one.
Was that a little rude? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Rumble does have an official one, but they left it, basically, and someone else is taking care of it. But yeah, in any Discord, like, I get why some of these newer platforms go to Discord, but like, do we need to use Discord? Really? Like, there are other ways of getting around this. But it is what it is. But yeah, I think they need a separate support page. And Rumble Studio. Hey, Rumble. Hey, been using it since the beta when it came out. Now it's in beta again for 2.0. Hey, can we get can we just get it more stabilized, more optimized? Because still have an issue where if I switch over to the media tab, right, and I've told this to support once before, I switch over to the media tab and it creates lag, right? I have to wait. Now, obviously, of course, you guys saw the music video and the Outbound saw the music video, but I didn't get to see it until like it was halfway through the video. So my videos have to load, even though they're already on the system, they have to load up for me to watch them. And even then, by the time it gets to that point, it's already too late. It's already way behind, and the one in the Outbound is way ahead. Can we get Rumble Studio more better, please? Because I it's a great little thing for free, right? Many of the platform, I don't see them have their own cloud broadcasting software. But at the end of the day, Rumble Studio is just not there yet. And I hope they don't take it out of beta until it gets there. Because right now, you can have all the ad reads, you can have all the nice fancy tools you put into it, but if you can't clean up your mess to get it better, I don't believe the hype. Sorry. I'm not interested. Like the symbol, thank you that. But yeah, those are my 3 feedback page. Certainly a spokesperson, better unified messaging, and of course, Rumble Studio getting better, because I do like it, but if the issues are still happening and Tommy's thing comes out and it works better or on the same level, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave Rumble Studio. I won't use it anymore because there's no point. There's just no point. So, but those are my 3 issues. Of course, we're moving on to question number 3. This is the last question before we get on the other stuff. 3 key features or improvements you'd love to see implemented on your Rumble wish list. Clem, why don't we have you go first?
Probably, I would say, for me, probably the emotes, I guess. You can share the emotes, I guess, like they do on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually share on the platform and all when you subscribe to somebody. That would help a little bit because, obviously some people don't have emotes, but just having extra ones that you can add and share, and then also too probably for me a clipping, something that clips automatically.
That
would help a little bit. Yeah, or something that actually will clip. You can just either have it set or have it automatically where you can just clip automatically where you don't have to worry about it.
Like while you're in studio, you like click a button, because even like Xbox has this where you can record the last 30 seconds, record the last 5 minutes. I don't think I don't think that'd be a hard thing to implement. That would definitely be really, really good.
That help a little bit, when you're doing something and you know what you want to clip, but you're like, I don't want to go back in studio and have to go through
especially
3 hours.
Pushing shorts, that would be something that they would want to add. It would definitely streamline. Like if something funny happens, you're like, bam, last 30 seconds, like get that.
Yeah.
I had to go back in 3-4 hour stream and try to find it. That's always fun.
Using their tool where you have to watch the entire clip before you could see the end of it.
Yeah. Especially when you all these other tools out there now that actually are AI that you can actually clip, and you just put your stream in there and it automatically clips it. Just by a link. You don't even have to download it.
Yeah. Yep. Opus Clips is a good one. I've used that. But was that all you wanted to share, or are you good to go?
Probably another thing is probably the I guess like you were talking about too, the more communication, better support basically, instead of waiting 3 months to a year before you hear email back.
Yeah, I've heard that from a few people. But thank you, Clem. And I don't know if it's your system or not, but you're still coming in a double echoey. Or that might just me, I don't know, but it just sounded double echoey for some odd reason.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
But
No.
what? No.
Clem, I think it's hot, bro. Just keep doing it. Listen.
Oh yeah, you're good. But I just wanted to let you know, so whatever. Let's go with Miss Kata. What 3 improvements would you like to see on your Rumble wish list?
I definitely wouldn't mind seeing the ability to put in emotes as well. Yeah, I would like to be able to add those to, because it like on Twitch, there are incentives to get people to sub to your channel. So I would definitely like to see that. Probably discoverability. Like I mentioned, when I just started streaming in Rumble and I got the editor's pick, and I was so happy about that. I haven't really seen anything like that since then, and it just feels like the same, like what Toasty was saying, their favorite streamers over and over again. I mean, that brings me to one particular one. I mentioned him when you and I talked, Dara. If if you're not getting discovered, maybe you're just not good enough. He was talking about the creator program. I was
Wrong.
like, no, we're an entertainment business at the end of the day, and having your favorites, like Toasty said, the golden girls and the golden boys of each of the platforms, that really puts a stone wall with everybody else. There's some really great streamers out there, and I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about there's are great streamers out there that don't get discovered because they just don't have that one break.
Correct.
So it would be nice if they purposely rotated to get some of the lesser seen streamers who are just in their own little space streaming to the regulars, to give more access to the wider audience. That would be nice. And I mean, the creator program, I mentioned it to you, how I say the goal of the program is to help you monetize and grow your channel. I feel like that's so disingenuous because the criteria that they make you do now on the creator program, I took a screenshot of it. It went from 20 chatters to 75, 200 watch hours to 500. The shorts,
Correct.
which got rescinded, so that's good at least. Not the clipping tool that got rescinded, but making 20 shorts generated via the clipping tool, that's the one that got rescinded. And it's like, you say that the creator program is supposed to help you grow your channel, but this sounds like it's a channel that's already grown, that's already mid-sized to a large stream channel. So I don't like how they're trying to say that we're trying to help you with this program, but it doesn't really feel like you are. So, but
Right.
that's something. And yes, I agree. It is a business at the end of the day. So just don't say that. Don't say that you're trying to help your channel grow if that's not really what it's there for.
Right.
That's just a personal thing. Don't say something if you don't mean it, I guess is what my point is.
Yeah, and that makes sense. But don't you know, Kayla, you're supposed to work harder. You're supposed to do all these things because your stuff just is not so good to be seen. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that I have seen so many people who tried to stream, like my son Jigs tried to stream, and he stopped because he's like, I couldn't take it. I couldn't take being told that if I just work hard enough, I'll break through. And then I did, like with me, I do all the right things. I research. I do my best. I can because I'm a mom. It's not like I can be on 7 days a week, and I have seen streamers do streams every single day, like burning themselves out, and then telling that person that they're basically killing themselves, or you're just not making it big because you're not good enough. That I feel is really, really dangerous as far as the mental health aspect of it. And that's
And that's understandable, but I think the point that you made for the creator program is how you want to go about it. Because again, I dislike having to see some of these creators, and some of them I know say you're not good enough, you need to work on your thumbnails and all this stuff. I'm like, Rumble doesn't have to do the creator program. They pull out. Well, they've already done 2 other programs before the creator program, and they had issues with that too, and they did it in different ways. My point being is, don't shut down a conversation that could be good if you're just going to be like, well, you should just work harder. Well, guess what, kid? This market is oversaturated, so it doesn't matter if you work harder. You may not make it at all.
I agree. I
Is
agree. And also it's fickle too. You might be making it
yes.
big one year and then next year somebody else becomes big and basically takes your place. So you can't expect that it's going to be there consistently either. So
Correct. We're basically in content creation. We're all pretty much fighting over a pie on different platforms, and the more people join on all those different platforms, even including Rumble, it just shrinks.
There's only so much time in the day to watch. There's only so many people to watch, or that are there that'll watch you. And the more people that join Rumble, the more that's going to be spread out. So you're absolutely right.
Exactly.
Well, it's not just Rumble. It's all the platforms, right? Because
this is everything.
You have new platforms coming up like Blaze, VP Zone, and all this stuff. Like they're trying to take a smaller chunk of what YouTube has. Look, YouTube's king of the platforms. Doesn't matter what they try to do. They're still king of the platforms. Many of you have a YouTube, right?
Well, but you see this on a larger scale, even as someone who covers the news, a thing that I've seen consistently, and it's happening more and more. You see the death of the celebrity, and what I mean is that you don't see like a super famous person anymore unless they're like a president, the world's richest person. Like the amount of celebrities in the world are going away, and that goes down to even our scale. There's more people that are trying to do things like we're doing, streaming and whatever it is, and the more people that there are doing things, the less people there are to go around and watch you.
Yeah, and it's fatal ads. Fully agree. I think that streaming and content creation is gone. If you didn't get in the early 2000s with YouTube, your chances are practically zero. I don't think it's gone. I think people need to set their expectations on a real scale, not a hype scale, which seems to be a problem for pretty much all platforms at this point.
I would actually say it's not dead. I think what is dying is the originality. People are just copying one another all the time.
Correct.
And if you're using the same type of thumbnail, AI thumbnail that everybody, I can go to Rumble Gaming right now and go through every page, and I can point out which is made in ChatGPT. If you be original, make your thumbnails, put the work into that, you're gonna be all right. All right. It's just, I'm seeing that, and I'm just like, you gotta work. You're not gonna get things handed to you. So no, I completely disagree with that. It's not dead. What's dead is original. So be original. That's what people want. You see movies like Obsession doing fucking numbers because it's different than what Star Wars and Marvel's producing right now. People want original stuff. Make original content. You're going to be doing good.
Or they want the feeling of original. There's that part too, but I get what you mean. But the problem of it is that at a certain point, it all come on again. The collection of content creation as a whole, it's all just chasing a niche of a niche of a niche of a niche of a niche, and at a certain point, you're gonna start running into like the macro.
No,
micro. Is it?
Yeah, sure. Chase. I was told when I first started streaming, you got to play the popular stuff. That's how you're gonna get the views.
No.
I said, fuck you. I started playing Sega Genesis games.
Yeah.
And I was pulling in numbers. Okay, you don't need to follow the niche. You don't need to play Call of Duty or GTA 6 when it comes out to get the numbers. Yes, it's probably going to help a little bit, but eventually that stuff fades away.
No,
so
definitely.
If you
It's
bring
like
yourself, people want to watch you. They don't want to watch the game. So be
niche.
Yeah, no, it's.
I like it when you watch me, Cliff.
It's
I always watch you, dude. I sit there and I zoom in on you.
Hey, whoa.
Oh, okay. Whoa, wait a second.
What?
When did it become
What is
that
the
kind
port?
of podcast here? Oh my.
You've absolutely got to put the work in, and you should always be constantly trying to make your streams better. You should be always trying to improve the quality of your stream for the viewer as well. But there's also quite a bit of luck that goes into it too. Getting seen by the right streamers. For example, I have I'm coming up on 1,000 followers, and that's because I got shouted out by other people. I got lucky. So there is luck that plays into a lot of it as well.
It takes one video.
But to keep the audience, you need to put the work in.
That lucky break. Like, how many actors have we seen TV actors and movie actors talk about that one lucky break, that one theatrical debut that really shot their career forward. And they don't talk about the thousands of people behind them that probably had just as much, if not more talent, but didn't have that lucky break. And so they never got into that. And so content creation and streaming, all of that, we're entertainment at the end of the day. And yeah, there is some luck, but that's why I got so upset with that one creator. I think you know who I'm talking about, Dara, because we've mentioned him before. He made it sound like if you're not making it, it's because you're not good enough. And I just did not like that mentality at all, because like I said, entertainment and luck is a part of it, like you were saying, Tyler, and you need to keep that in mind and not just think, well, I'm not making it because I'm not good enough. Just, maintain, do it if you love it, and I love it, and hope that you get that lucky break one day, and or the slow and steady that some people get. The slow and steady growth is just as valid as well. So
that is true, all different forms. But let's go to, I don't think have I done you yet, Tower? I don't think I've done you yet. Not like that, but
Oh.
I have not answered your third question.
Phrasing, Dara, you're phrasing.
I haven't asked you. I didn't ask him yet. I
like,
didn't ask
at
him
least
yet.
offer him dinner first, Dara. I mean, my God.
Wine and dine him, man.
I'm
She's
not
a
a rich
gentleman.
man, okay? Come on.
Be a gentleman,
At least
Dara.
send them some subs.
He didn't offer me
Buy
dinner
him a
because he knows I ate
steak.
before.
Buy him a steak and some drinks.
I got a
Surely
steak
is
in the
dead.
freezer.
Oh
Go
my
ahead,
gosh.
Tower.
So we're on number 3. Features or improvements we'd like to see on on our Rumble wish list. First one I put, I think everyone would agree here, especially Tower Dog when he was giving his listings for technical issues. Just the overall layout needs improvement of the site. Looking at YouTube versus looking at Rumble. When I tell people that I stream on YouTube and Rumble, but obviously I get the question, what's Rumble? But I tell them it's a YouTube competitor, and they look at it, it's not as pleasing to skim through. It's not as pleasing to the eye, and it's also not as easy for the consumer as well. Just a lot of the menus could use some work, some overhauling. I've been streaming for almost 2 years now with Rumble, and they just haven't updated any of the user interfaces for a lot of the stuff. So that's a big one for me, and I know it would be a lot easier making some things more visible and bigger, more accessible. Just changing a few things here and there would definitely go a long way. If anyone has anything to add to that.
Actually, Tyler, I apologize. I was asking Tower to go next.
Oh.
Just whoop, went right over him.
Tyler, he looked at you. He looked at you. Went, stop talking.
I didn't see that. I'm blind. These glasses.
I was waiting.
Listen, he said everything I needed to say. I'm done.
I wanted to wait till Tyler was done. I do try to respect, but I did ask Tower to go next. So I apologize, Tyler.
It's fine. But I agree with him.
Tower,
The layout of Rumble is just is very basic, and for all these. And I'm gonna get on my soapbox for just a minute because this is kind of what I do. This is what I'm gonna do. So here's the thing. I understand you're trying to bring people to Rumble, and I understand you're trying to bring more viewership to the channel. But why are we bringing people in? And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna make some people mad. But why are we bringing people in with all these followers? But I'm seeing Clev and yourself and a few other people on here with more viewers in their channel. Okay, why are we doing this? Why are we not giving the opportunity to the people that are in the platform right now? And I'm not talking about me. I'm like everybody else. I'm talking. There are some really good creators that put in the time, the work that can do this full time. I work a full time job. And I do this full time. This is my life. Okay, I have a life outside of this. I really do, but I love gaming. I love streaming. I've done it for a long time. But why are we not putting more emphasis on the people that are already in the platform, that build the platform, that promote the platform on a daily basis? I go into all these other streams, okay, and I don't see anything for Rumble. I don't see any promotion for Rumble. All I see is what they want to put on there. Okay. That's just my soapbox. I'm aggravated with all these. Oh, we just brought this person in. We just brought that. Oh, you just brought another person in that is not going to promote the Rumble platform. And if that's all you're doing is bringing in viewership, but you're really not. I think you're bringing in the bot platform, but that's just my opinion, and I'll leave it at that. But
you got 300 viewers and 3 chatters.
Yeah, I'm confused. But
go ahead, Toasty. Sorry.
I was streaming, and my friends had told me that they had, I guess, gave a contract to this girl. I forgot her name. And
Elio or something like that. I think it is.
I guess, I don't know, but she has probably over 200 followers on Rumble, and they just gave her a contract, I guess, because she knows someone on Rumble or something like that. And she even mentioned Rumble isn't my main platform. I think she mentioned it was Kick. So you're giving contracts to people that aren't even wanting to don't.
So we're promoting club now. Is that what we're doing? Sorry.
Yeah, isn't that insane? And then meanwhile, I get fucked over by YouTube multiple times. I like to think I brought a nice proportion of the people on YouTube to Rumble because I got fucked over by YouTube so many times. Where the hell is my contract at? If you're just giving out contracts like that, I'm the one that brought people here, and I'm still trying to. And I even have friends. Yeah, I even have friends that are on you that were on YouTube or still on YouTube, but they don't really care for it anymore. And they're like, "Hey, Toasty, can you kind of help me out? And can you whatever?" And I did. And there's, I mean, to me, that's fucked up. Giving contracts to people that really don't give a shit about this platform. That's crazy, right? So sorry to
I don't listen. I'm on X and all of. Go ahead, Cliff. Go ahead.
Because they made a huge deal when Rampage Jackson came along here. They made him the face of Rumble. He is on the App Store for Rumble. He said that he's going to be making exclusive content for us. He has been here since when? 3 months ago? Not one premium stream. Nothing. And he even on his stream has trashed Rumble. On his stream, live to Rumble, on Kick, and wherever else he goes, has trashed it. And I'm like, why are we signing Bobby Poffs does the exact same thing. Rally, I don't know what his name is, does it too. The only one that kind of does it is Dr. Disrespect. He does read the Rumble chat, but when they promoted Asmongold joining on here, Asmon doesn't read this chat. Tectone was another one that joined along, and he went exclusive for a little bit because he was banned on YouTube. But then YouTube unveiled his ban, and he's like, "Oh, I'm actually going to go back to YouTube now." And it's just what is this? And Rumble's allowing it. They're allowing to be pushed.
Because they're big
around.
names, and I think the big names is going to draw enough attention.
Yep.
To them. I think that's
all
it is.
It brings a little bit. It brings the attention for a week, and then. Oh, I don't like the chat over here on Rumble. I'm going to go back to Twitch. I don't like the people over here on Rumble. I'm going to go back to YouTube. I don't like how it's too conservative over here. So I'm going to go back to Twitch. So what's the point here? Are we just allowing this? Are we just going to be another source for them to have to get an income in? Which is what it is.
Well, before we continue on with that thought, Tower, did you have any more? Or was that it?
Yeah. No. I'll get into so. At the end of the day, let's I would love to see a little bit better for the gaming community as far as their shorts go. As far as and I agree, Clev, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I agree. But if we're wishing for things. Let me get out my magic wand and shove it up. Never mind. Yeah.
Dance around the little fairy, man. Come on.
But at the end of the day, I would love because at the end of the day, that the shorts are are great to have, but you know, I get 5 views of the same short on Rumble. I get 5,000 on YouTube. Okay, you're talking about you're the YouTube killer, but yet you are not doing anything to help.
Oh, just
show
wait to hear
that.
my stuff. Wait to hear my stuff.
So, I'm. You gave me the platform, Dara. I'm sorry, brother, but I just.
It's your turn. It's your turn.
At the end of the day, I really wish they would put more towards that. You know, the gaming. As far as the games and the new games, there are so many new indie games coming out right now that there needs to be somebody on that daily, because there should be no excuse why somebody cannot find a game from 1972 when I started gaming to now, period. Okay, because I am over 50 years old. I'm an old man, believe it or not, but I'm still here.
Hey.
So I'm still.
Hey, we're just well seasoned. We're not old.
Listen.
Speak for yourself.
I'm 50 years young, so that's the way it is. So, but at the end of the day, there needs to be more involved here. There needs to be more. If you want to promote a gaming side to your platform, you need to put in somebody that is going to help build that for everybody in the platform, and stop hiring out to numbers that don't care about your platform. Okay. And then the only thing I'm going to say is when it comes to building your stream or building your career, and I'm going to say one of the largest names in streaming said this, and you can go look it up. I'm not going to name any names because I don't do that, but the first 5 years of your streaming career is nothing but work and wasted time, because you are just working to that 5-year mark to hit that next level and blow up. Okay, the next 5 years, because most people quit after 4. If you go look at statistics, most people quit streaming after 4 years when they haven't done anything, or life gets in the way or something happens. So 5-year mark, once you hit your 5-year mark and you're live and you're still going, you should have a community by then. And the people that are worried about having 100 or 200 people chatting at one time really don't understand how ugly that is to try and keep up with. Okay. I stream to 5 platforms. There is 7 to 8 to 10 people in each one, and they're all chatting, and that's hard enough for me. And I love it though. But people need to quit worrying about numbers and just have fun with it, and stop trying to be like the next Burnt Peanut or the next Dr. Disrespect. Be you. That's just me. Just be you. So
I've heard that one before, but it's like trying to bring a horse to water. Yeah. It's going to be difficult because. Yeah, but thank you, Tower, for your feedback. Much appreciated. And of course, the man himself has arrived, Mr. Chavez, if he wants to.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me. Sorry, fashionably late. I literally just got out of one stream and into another. We were interviewing Katya, the COO and co-founder of this new platform called Own. I'm not really here to promote it. I'm not here to steamroll anything. I'm just about one thing on my voice is a little shot.
Here we
but no, I definitely thank you so much for having me, brothers and sisters. I know some of you, I don't know some of you, but we're all in this together. I definitely understand that. I'm kind of trying to pick up where you guys left off, but what's going on?
No, we gotta. Since you arrived, there are 3 questions. I know I gave you to him on both Pickaxe and Twitter X, but we're gonna go through just go through your introduction, and then we'll get to the 3. I know that's kind of like pushing things back, but like he's here, so let's get him sped up to where we're at.
I can be quick, dude. I can definitely be quick, and I want to respect everybody's time because again, I'm the one who's late. But yeah, my name's Chavez Flexington. I've been in this space for just under a decade now at this point, from Mixer days, Facebook gaming days, back when that was a thing, including Noise, Live Space, if you guys remember any of those. They came and they went. Flashy, I'm a Kick partner. I'm technically a Flashy partner. wave one of own creators. Like, I mean, I'm not like flexing. I'm just whatever. I've just been doing this a long time. I suck at everything else. Okay.
Your name is Flexington. You gotta flex. Come on.
Yeah,
I
gotta
do flex on people. I do flex on people. I'm not fit for it right now, but anyway, this is my serious mode. But no, drummer, musician primarily first, chatter, savage realist second. No topic is off the table. You cannot offend me. I love my brothers and sisters. I'm here to encourage and motivate and help and inform and educate as best I can. And then lastly, gaming has kind of taken a back seat, but I also host tournaments and a handful of other things, and there's a lot of other things I want to do. So in a nutshell, that's me. So yeah.
And that is the Chavez. Mucho.
The Chaves. I've gotten the Chaves the other day. That was good. Hey, yo, Chaves, what's up?
I'm just going to go ahead and leave now because the man's here.
Nobody hold on there. Don't get run out. All right, so we'll quickly go through this. So first question that everyone has gone through, but not yet you. What are the 3 positive experiences you've had on Rumble?
Positive experiences, absolutely 110% is the First Amendment, freedom of speech. You also have the freedom of choice. If you don't like what you hear, what you see, you can leave, mute, unfollow. That's up to you. That's the first thing, and I love that level of consistency. The second thing that I got to say, their progress. I'm very harsh on Rumble, but their progress is decent. I'll say decent. It could absolutely 1000% be better, but I can't. I got to give them their flowers. Their progress has been pretty decent. The third thing is, gosh, you know, I that's kind of a tough one because I'm really kind of disappointed with a lot of things that Rumble has done. Okay, I'll say this. This kind of goes hand in hand with the progress. Their integration of cryptocurrency and digital currency and decentralization and implementation of paid systems. I think that's actually really good. That is the way of the future. That is how things should go. They're not where I personally think they need to be yet, but they're doing a great job with the idea of it, needless to say. So that would be my 3 things.
Okay, and then the second question is 3 technical or support issues that you've had on Rumble. Or about Rumble. Geez.
Where do I start? In no particular order. The fact that, geez, I really don't know where to start. The fact that they still don't have a static chat URL and it changes with every single stream. Like, what are we doing here? That's one tiny little nuance. I could literally go on and on. That's one thing. Yeah. The second thing is lack of follow-up communication and expectations. I've seen deliberate confrontations. I've seen deliberate contradictions and inconsistencies across the board from saying said expectation and then weeks later doing the exact opposite. So I'll say lack of consistency is what I'd probably sum it up. And then the third thing is they keep preaching about, this is probably my biggest thing right now. They keep preaching, oh, we want to break the mold. We want to break out of politics. We want to break out of politics. To which my reply is just say, simply fucking do it and stop talking about it. I have solutions. I have answers for that. It's very simple. I'll give you one.
Yes, thank you.
Dude,
Nike's figured it out all my life. Oh my God, I swear.
Just do it. That's all you got to do. One simple solution. One free advice. I'm done giving them my advice. Let me sidestep very quickly and say this is how passionate I am about it. We had these Rumble roundtables, Twitter spaces, where a lot of people would come in. Maybe some of you guys remember, you may not have. And we would actually collect feedback from Rumble creators. And Chris Pab would come in from time to time. Dylan would come in from time to time. Mike, Rick, all these guys. I know them all. And we were collecting feedback. We were doing their job for them. And they implemented maybe less than 20% of the stuff we talked about. That's unacceptable, in my opinion. I'll just say that. Right. But one of the simple solutions, I'm going to be very, very quick. Sure. Steven Crowder. Everybody's terrified to name drop, right? Whatever. No. Steven Crowder, amazing content creator. Nothing against him. This has nothing to do with him. However, he does not need to be on the front page the entire time.
Agree.
I know he has contracts. There you go. I know he has contracts. I'm a businessman. I understand he has agreements. I understand him and Rumble have, hey, I need to be up there X amount of hours a day. That's fine. But they can space that out. They can space that out absolutely. And front page, little Johnny Blue, who just signed up yesterday, let's make his day. Let's freaking shower him with follows. Let's shower him with subs and whatever the crap may be. That would show a level of consistency, and that would actually create loyalty and commitment from the creator to the platform in general. But they're not doing it. It's not a priority to them. And then one other final thing I just got to say real quick. I've always believed in this. I think the front page, for example, should be an 80-20 split as far as percentage. What do I mean by that? 80% should absolutely be algo based or AI or something, unbiased, unfavoritism. Just let it roll. 20% should be absolutely employee implementation, such as a special event, a White House event, or something, whatever. Employee goes in there, they change it, they take control, no problem. That makes sense. But instead, it's the exact opposite. Therefore, they're offsetting most of that labor to the responsibility of their employees, and they're completely losing track of it. So long answer. That was the shortest version I could give for something like that.
That was good.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
No, I totally agree.
I
Because
agree.
I feel like most of the time, especially with the editor's pick, is always like the people with thousands of views already. People already know who they are, right? Like, you don't need to keep promoting the same people over and over. We know their content is great. We already know they have a huge following. Give the little people a chance, you know what I mean? Like, any other fucking pick, but it's always like the big political, like, huge people with the huge following and stuff. It's just
or contract.
I agree.
Dara should be front
Rumble
page
Dr.
right
Dre-
now. With all this right now, Dara should be front page. Period. I don't care. I'm being biased.
That'll not happen. But no, Chavez, thank you for that. I will come back to you for the third one, but I want to give you some breathing because you almost look like you're about to pass out with how
Nah,
much
bro.
shit
Hey,
you have.
brother. I'm a savage, brother. I'm a savage
Spitting
realist. I
bars.
could go on and on. I could go, but I don't want to. Like I said, steamroll it. But I could fire away. It's up to you.
You have the one that is highly agreeable on, and I think that is something they are missing from. Again, it puts them on the same path as like YouTube is just the communication part. Right, you had named that, but like in support, like getting back to people. Like I've seen one too many times on X where people are just like, I'm not getting my payout, or I've had this issue, or this, and sometimes it works. Some people, they have a good experience, right? I will agree to that. Like it's a 50-50 experience. But when you have people waiting weeks to months to just get a reply back for a payout or stuff like this, the head of operations, who is in charge of support, that's his area, right? He said 99% will get back to 99% in 24 hours, within at least 24 hours. You can't do that with 156 people, and he probably doesn't even have that for support. Again, there's a hype coming from admin, and there's a reality situation. They do not match.
Yeah. You should not have to go to X to blast them out in order to get attention. You should not have to go to social media, period, and blast out to get any help. Period.
Correct.
Well, consider their $775 million, almost billion, $775 million partnership with Tether, right? Now, granted, we can dissect the numbers of that a little bit later, but that investment, that money in general, what they should have done, number one thing, in my opinion, was taking that money and invest in more staff members to be able to facilitate and help offset the workload from support to all the things you guys just said. But, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I've only been in business for, 2 decades, so I'll just shut up, right? But anyway.
Yeah, you don't know shit, dude.
I don't. I'm a freaking piece of gutter trash, bro.
They had like a customer support kind of like chat if you need anything. You don't have to always email
anything. Or since you're all about AI,
I get a job on Rumble, like an actual job, and I'm like, hey, if you need any customer, rep to help you guys out, you should hire me. Don't say anything, Dara. Don't say anything. I know you're gonna say
I don't know. Spicy. But anyway, we'll continue on with thank you, Chavez, again. Tyler, since you were mistaken for Tower, let's just get you finished and out of the way.
Yeah, let's finish it. Let's get that out of the way.
Sorry,
I don't know. You sure you don't want me to go last? I don't know. I feel bad for interrupting.
No, you're okay. Just go ahead.
Okay, well, I guess I'll skip the first one.
Reiterate your first one, then. Please reiterate your first one.
We already got the first one through. It's but so the other idea that I thought about adding, it's an idea I saw floating around Twitter. I'm not the first one to come up with it. but possibly adding a tier system for the creator program. I think that would definitely be something that incentivizes creators to not only improve and try to reach these higher numbers. It also doesn't lock out the people that have a hard time meeting the threshold that was set previous to the new one.
Yeah,
and then they can even set one higher than that for the bigger creators, because if it's an issue that they can't pay everybody, lower the payouts, tier the they could put tiers to the system, and then save the higher payouts for the people that earn it more, I guess.
Yeah, it's I've seen it, but I highly doubt they'll do it because, again, one thing or another, we don't know the business meetings they have, but it certainly feels like that's why I personally say I don't believe in platform loyalty, because if you're not part of the meeting.
Yeah, well, dude, when exclusivity makes sense, do it. Right now, it doesn't make sense. It's just that simple.
Pay me for that. Pay me for the exclusivity. Beyond that point, no. Sorry.
Right.
Thank you, Tyler. Was that all you wanted to give, or was there more to that?
Just the last improvement would be raiding. I feel like raids sometimes have issues. I'll have 30, 40 people watching. I send the raid over. Why are there only 5? It's a little weird. I feel like some people, if I'm not mistaken, they have to click join. A lot of them, right? It's not automatic like YouTube. If I raid out to someone, I'm trying to send my audience there. If they want to opt out, they can opt out. But
this is true. So if you don't leave your stream open for at least 5 to 10 minutes, those people will not be. They won't have the opportunity to go over like other platforms. Like when you raid, it pulls the whole stream over. Now you don't do that. So.
Yeah, so that was my last one. I think YouTube is superior in that aspect. They should follow YouTube in that.
Well, it should be the point of saying, like, don't be YouTube, but like YouTube again is still king of the platforms. I'm sorry if people don't agree with that, but like even the AI moderation thing,
correct.
That's just a fact statement.
Yeah, even with the AI moderation thing, like people said, well, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm like, sure you will, and you'll be right back because they offer the better stuff.
They're still the best dressed. They're as they say. It's YouTube is still the best dressed. Mostly. You know what I mean, though.
But at the end of the day, do you really want Rumble to be another YouTube?
No,
absolutely. To be that?
Absolutely not. No. But there are. I'm just pointing out that YouTube does that because it is a superior.
I'm 100% in agreement with you guys. But do we want it to be another YouTube? And I know this is a free speech platform, but at the end of the day, sometimes people lose sight of what the platform was built off of. But if they plan on going to a gaming community or a content creation community other than news and no offense, Tyler, but news and politics, then they need to give us that opportunity that they give the big names of the that are on the front page all day long. Every time I log into Rumble, it's the same people up there. It's the same groups. There's so many great creators on here that I have seen, that I follow, that I just sit there and lurk in their channel and I talk from time to time. But we need that more in Rumble in order to make the platform a better place, not just.
And to add to what you're saying, it should be easier to find these smaller streamers. Why is it that they allow these restreams too? These 24/7. Moderators still haven't cracked? People, we were talking about botting. An even easier one would be to go after the people that are restreaming Alex Jones, Asmongold, like all these different big streamers that are not on Rumble. But again, I guess devil's advocate would be that it benefits them in a way to have it on here. And that's why they don't crack down on it.
But so my thing at the end of the day, and I would ask this to all the uppers of Rumble, how at the end of the day, when you have all these large creators that you sign contract with that come over and don't promote your platform, how does that benefit you? Because you get to play their content? I don't understand that.
It's because I'll tell you how. Because when they do their streams, they send in the Rumble rants, and then they get a cut. Or if they're not premium, or they do buy premium, that's another cut. If they're not premium, they watch ads. So that's how they do benefit. Even if it's like, they're not promoting you.
I get that, even but if you're shitting on the platform when you're live, what I don't understand. I don't.
So let me just say real quick one thing. I find this really, really interesting, and I mean, Rumble for me. Let me just say, like, I got my foot in the door. I'm still streaming on it. I'm not shitting on Rumble. I still think it's a great platform. I just think they have a lot to work on. But one thing I will say that I'm gonna give them a massive benefit of the doubt. And what I'm about to say is just a general overall statement. I'm not even saying anybody in here or anybody in chat. But one thing I can say from a business perspective is that if I'm a leader of a platform, why in the hell would I want to put anybody on front page who's basically adding to the noise? The infighting in this community is I can't even like fathom.
We were trying not to go there. We were trying not to go there.
No, let's
go there.
Let's go there.
All the time.
Hold on. We can go there, but I'd like to get to the other people who have not given their 3 first. So before we get onto that tangent of the infighting stuff, which is a truth, but again, a reminder, it's pretty much on every platform except YouTube because of the depth, the width. But put a pin in that for now. Thank you, Tyler, for your part. Let's go to Toasty, if you wouldn't mind giving your 3 wish list items for Rumble that you'd like to see.
Oh, I said in the beginning, the community post, that's a big one for me. I want to communicate more with my supporters on there instead of YouTube, because although I don't necessarily stream like that on YouTube anymore because they keep fucking me over because they just don't like me. I want to be able to communicate with the people supporting me on Rumble, not on YouTube, because the people on YouTube, although they will comment like my posts and stuff like that, they don't bother to come over here to watch me. And so I want to, be able to say thank you all the time to my supporters on here instead of YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, I want to post on YouTube, and I can, but I want to really communicate with the people on here on Rumble instead.
Right.
So that's one. For me, I think it would be great. I said it in the beginning already, but I think it would be great if they had like a little, like a customer rep chat, just like a little chat. You could chat with, if you need any help or anything, because I hate emailing, because I feel like they're just not going to read your email. They're just going to put it onto the side and not read what you have to say. So that's my thing. And again, my third one being, stop putting the same fucking people in the front, please. Like, these people already have thousands of followers and stuff. We already see them on X. We already see them on everywhere else. Just change it up. But yeah,
like in the gaming community, you keep seeing it, like Dr. Disrespect, because he has a contract. I know. Equity. It's the same ones over and over again. And we were talking earlier about discoverability. It would be nice some of the smaller ones have a chance. Give them a chance.
Yeah, they did it in the beginning, but I think they only did, and honestly,
they did, because like I said, I got editor's pick in the beginning, and I haven't since then. And I think they used to do it, but then when they started getting these big names on contracts over from like Twitch and YouTube onto Rumble, that all went away. And I just don't know why. Well, I know why, but I don't understand why they did it.
Go ahead and continue, Toasty. Sorry.
I was going to say, I feel like they did that only to be like, hey, look, we're giving you a chance. And then after that, they forget.
Just sign your own now.
Like, look, you see, we're great. Look, we picked you to be in the front. And then they did that with me too. But I didn't see it.
So am I like the existing Verizon customer?
Are you there now? I think your mic went mute or something because I couldn't hear the rest of that.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
Is that a fee fine, Mike?
Yes, it is.
I have a fee fine.
And I was adjusting it, and I hit the mute button. So, yeah.
That's hilarious. Toasty, is that
it's
all
been
you
the week of tech issues for me. Oh, my God. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong this week. So
Such is the life. Toasty, is that all you wanted to say, or were you good to go?
Those three. I feel like people already mentioned it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's always good to be able to like add that Toasty said this sort of thing, because instead of like because again, the more people say it and get out, the maybe like again, all this stuff you'll see a visual summary of it later on, but I can't promise change. When I first started out doing this stuff, I could email someone from Rumble and maybe that would be something, and then after that just stopped being a thing. And I'm not asking for anything. I'm just asking, can you just listen? Right, here's the stuff I'm collecting. Can you just listen? That ended too. So it is what it is. Clevtastic, the man who could be a superhero. Why don't you go next?
Oh man, here we go. I have a list.
I miss the bandana, bro. I really do. I miss.
Stop it! Oh gosh, you guys always just complain about it.
Okay. I mean, I do like his eyes now, though.
Oh my!
Oh, hey now.
Hey.
All right. So I tweeted out today saying that Rumble will never be YouTube, and Dara got really offended today. It was really funny.
I did not either. Don't give
me. He's in the comments being like, "No, Clevy, no," and I'm like, "Oh,
I gave you something to support yourself when I gave you that post by Chrissy made into February. Don't give me that bull crap.
I know. Hey. All right. Some things I would like to see. Someone mentioned a clip function in Studio. I'm gonna raise one even better. The people who are clipping the most in our streams are our viewers, and a lot of the times they're putting that exclamation mark clip. Let's get rid of that on Twitch and Kick, and even I think YouTube used to have this with the remix button. They had a clip button. Do they still have it? I haven't streamed on there in a minute.
They still have a clip button. Yeah, they still have a clip button. Yeah.
They have a clip button. You click it and they make the clip for us, because most times they're doing it. Let's get rid of these stupid chat commands. I'm so over these stupid exclamation mark vote, exclamation mark shout out. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's have that feature in, because that would put us a step above most of these streaming platforms, because they don't have those. Okay, they don't have a feature where I can be like, in Studio, I can literally just click on someone and then do some magic. I don't know. There's programmers that can figure something out. Another thing, we should be able to emote from one streamer's catalog that we are subscribed to or premiere or whatever, and be able to use their emotes in other people's chats. Okay, some people have some awesome emotes that I want to use in other people's chats, but I can't because they're locked in. No, we're the freedom of speech platform, but I can't use other people's emotes and other people's chats. Well.
Since you brought up emotes, I'm gonna post that link again. I encourage everyone, including viewers, go find emotes and send them to your favorite streamer here on Rumble, and tell them to add it to their collection.
With 7TV, there's a feature on Twitch where it's a plugin, and you can unlock all these other emotes that are on 7TV. Let's do some cool like, come on. I see all these programmers that we have on here that could do some really cool stuff, and they should be able to do, like, we shouldn't have these solo programmers who are doing this for free. Rumble should be sending them initiative, like sending them something to help their platform better. Tomby's been making some awesome stuff. Who else? Vape and Gamers has been doing some great stuff with Helix. Like, Rumble needs to be promoting them and giving them some clout for that.
They're helping.
Amen.
They got to be doing that. Rumble has to be saying
never going to happen, bro. Never going to happen.
It's not.
And it's awful.
It's ridiculous. Let's see. I think Rumble needs a better social media presence. And what I mean by that is, if I go to their Instagram, they don't post shit on there. How are you going to get these viewers? The issue with Rumble is that there's no casual viewers. I can go into Twitch and there's people just watching and chatting if they want to chat. Rumble doesn't have that. When I go into Tower Dog stream, it's other streamers chatting. We need chatters. So promote yourself on social media. That's how you get these people in. Don't promote to streamers and content creators. Promote to viewers. And Rumble's not doing that. And then lastly, if they want to beat YouTube, this is the one thing they got to do. If they want to be like YouTube, or even better, they got to make some sort of creator program for long and mid form content. I have been a spokesperson for this for a good while. I don't like live streaming. I think it's stupid. But when you log on to Rumble, you're flooded with just live streams. So they're really not competing with YouTube. They're competing with Twitch.
Okay.
So let's add some initiatives to give short or long and mid form content creators some stuff. There's some great edited form content on here, but you will never see the light of day. They'll never see the light of day because Rumble doesn't promote that. Yeah, so let's start pushing long and mid form content. I watch a lot of that stuff. I make a lot of that stuff. My recommended feed should be that stuff, not just VODs.
Oh, would like to add an addendum to that. At least there is a small step in the right direction with videos you may like to see or whatever that one's called. That is something, but it still seems like a whip. It still seems like a whip. But that is a
videos
step.
You like to see. Let's see. I'll go. I'm looking right here. Videos like to see. I have a live stream currently, a VOD, a VOD, a live stream, a VOD, a VOD, a VOD, a live stream, a VOD, and an edited video.
There you go.
One edited video. So, sorry, you're wrong. They got it. They got to fix that.
I said a step in the right direction. I didn't say
It's
it
a
was
step.
a full package.
It's a step, but it's a small one.
It's a small one. I'll agree with you. It's a small one, but it is a step. So my point is I'm trying to be reasonable on the basis of like there have been some movements, but the problem of it is that the direction it seems is
towards short form content. I mean, they just added this new requirement for all the Rumble premium creators. Hey, you need to make these now. You have to make these shorts. Why aren't we making like, hey, how about you upload a video? Make a edited video. Upload
because
something.
Everybody's trying to compete with TikTok.
Exactly.
Right now.
And guess what?
Even Twitch now.
The attention span of the average viewer has gone way down.
Yeah.
To goldfish.
Now. I wouldn't be able to make a fucking video. I would be out.
Yeah, I'd be out too because no offense, the ones that make the long form content is great, but not for me. I'm not that. So
right.
And guess what? We do a whole different creator program for the people. Let's say they can upload 5 videos a month and boost that algorithm up. Let's get that algorithm up.
Well, yeah, because
at Rumble, it's all live streams and then it's shorts.
Or maybe get like have people like have them be able to pick what they want to do, either like 10 shorts or like a long video, or like so they have like an option of what they want to do.
I make short form content. I don't like making short form content. I would rather make a long form video that actually put a lot of work into, and like. Because I come from filmmaking, I have a filmmaking background. Why can't I make something really cool and promote that? But instead, I gotta do a live stream or a 5-second short to get that boosted. Because there are people out there who like long form content.
I'm just telling you.
There are people out there who don't like shorts. Toasty, you said it earlier. You don't like shorts.
I don't. I love live streaming, but that's the only thing I love.
Guess what? You're the target audience for the live streams. I'm the target audience for long form, and there's not any representation for me on this app.
Yeah.
So why keep coming here to watch stuff?
To add to what's been said a few times here, this also goes to if they're trying to break out of news and politics. If they had a separate creator program, this also goes into what I mentioned earlier with tiers. You could have different tiers for the creator program. Different categories. But if they had a different category where people could do a video styled creator program, that would also be able to include people like animators. Right now, animators have nowhere to go on Rumble. They're going to come here. Nowhere. If they're posting stuff here, they're posting it for free, basically.
And guess what? If they had this program, they would beat YouTube, because YouTube, you have on Rumble, it's instant monetization, right? So let's say I meet my creator program on Rumble. I'm getting paid now from Rumble to make long form content. YouTube, I'm still trying to get to the 1,000 subs, the 30 million viewers on shorts. I'm still trying to get to there. On Rumble, I'm already getting
music.
paid.
What about music? If they started getting people to post music here and making money off music, oh man,
Rumble have a whole new thing, Rumble Music. They got Rumble Wallet for some reason now. Make Rumble.
YouTube has a music app for that exact reason. It's a huge market.
Yes. there's so much things they can do, but they're not.
Well, they touted having a huge Rumble Gaming a few years ago, but Rumble Gaming hasn't really gone too far. And it hasn't gotten as big as they claimed it was going to be a couple of years ago. That's partly why I came on, because the instant monetization. And like I mentioned, the only payout I've ever gotten is Twitch.
Yeah.
And I am mostly a live streamer.
The gaming side never went anywhere because they don't push it.
They don't
push
it.
Incentive isn't
there. No.
Let's look at
well,
this.
They do push the big ones, the big creators that they've, like, again, going back to Dr. Disrespect, when they get the contracts, who are gaming streamers here on Rumble. But other than that, they don't really, I agree, they don't push it as much. Like, for instance, on X, they have a Rumble Gaming account, but I don't see it really post that much.
It used to be reposting people who were streaming and stuff, but of course that kind of fell silent after all. Clev, was that all you had, or did you have a few more to add?
If they did this, man, if they did it and made it where, hey, long form, mid form people, come create with us, you'll get paid. Dude, they would bring in so many creators and so many viewers over here, because they can do, hey, you got to make exclusive premium videos. And guess what? If you subscribe with Premium, Rumble Premium, you get access to them. If you are a subscriber to this person, you can see them.
It's basically the YouTube membership thing where you could have to be a member. So that's understandable. But thank you, Clev, for not only for putting your glasses back on again, but sharing your
Yeah. Get your hand on your pants, Dara.
You quite young man. But anyway,
take them off.
Oh goodness. But anyway, why don't we go back to Chavez, because you didn't give your 3 things you'd want to implement on Rumble wish list. So what 3 would you like to implement?
First of all, I owe you a big fat apology. I could have sworn I was following you, and I am not. And now I am, so I'm sorry. I don't get on this platform all that much.
Chavez, I see that you're not following me either, so let's stick that.
Everybody, I got you. I'm an idiot. I suck with.
You're fine.
Well, it's not even that.
I do know you Rumble. Chavez does follow me on Own, so I will give him that.
Rumble is just, it's not, like I said, I got my foot in the door. I'll do my thing, but it's just not a priority for me right now. But I mean, when they take it seriously, I'll start taking it seriously. So I think the 3 things, let's see. I think the first thing is, well, this kind of goes back to one of the initial solutions I was giving for the front page, which was the 80-20 rule, 80% algo based or AI based or whatever the case may be, and then 20% staff, changing things up for specific events or whatever. But more so than that, to kind of piggyback off of that, this is all kind of tied together for the first solution or wish list or whatever you want to call it. What I think would be really, really, truly unique is that one thing that LiveSpace did before they came and went is that if you refresh the page, the front, like if you refresh the actual web browser, the front page would actually rotate with something new every single time.
That's cool.
It can be done, and it has been done. It's not a super popular opinion, but to add on even more to that, why don't it actually, I think oh crap, Clev, you might have said this earlier, I apologize, I might have messed up, whoever said this, but essentially the idea is why don't they recommend something based upon my own personal algorithm? What is it I'm looking for? If I'm gaming, sure, gaming. If I'm politics, I'm politics. If I'm music channels, I'm music channel, whatever the hell you want. Like, focus and prioritize that, and then let them discover whatever the case may be. So that's one solution. The second thing, free advice, Rumble. I've been doing this like in spaces for a while, but I mean, these guys have amazing ideas too. Listen up, but you're not going to do it. So whatever, I'll believe when I see it. Another thing I think would be really interesting is really effective cross-pollination strategies and campaign ideas. What do I mean by that? Let me go back to Steven Crowder again. You can't really... Let me start off by saying you can't necessarily force streamers to do what I'm about to suggest, but there are ways to kind of push them in this direction. Make it some kind of mandatory or like minimal raid system or whatever the case may be from the top down. First of all, I'm all about legitimate selflessness and servanthood and helping each other out. That would just really make somebody's day. I mean, would you guys not freaking flip your shit if you saw that Steven Crowder freaking raided on you, right?
I've been raided by the quartering. It's crazy.
There you go. Freaking probably crapped your pants, literally.
I'd pass out.
I got raided by Anna.
I did more than crap my pants, dude. I did a little more than my pants.
There you go.
I got raided by Clev, and that was the highlight of my life.
Dude, I'll tell you what. When I got raided by like, I don't even. I'm trying to one up you guys, and it's failing miserably. I've never anybody.
Come on, Chavez.
No, well, but case in point though, like I mean, jokes aside, it was awesome, right? So like, oh yeah, that makes you feel cool. That's all awesome, and that's great. But imagine if that was like an ongoing weekly thing, where like if you were to stream, knowing that these guys are streaming, you even try to time it, is maybe stream right after, like, oh, maybe they might raid on me, like. That might seem kind of silly, like you're chasing a rabbit, but the fact of the matter is that would really kind of incentivize people to maybe get additional followers in that regard. But with that, naturally will come monetization, subs, gifted subs, or any other, you know, direct donations and stuff like that. Like that just comes with the territory. So that's wish number 2. Wish number 3, I think... I could go on and on. Wish number 3, I think, is actually very, very, very simple.
Sure.
Stop taking on additional projects and additional things and fix what's broken here now. Fix what's broken first instead of pushing out a new thing, a new agenda, a new this, a new blah, 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 new blah. Oh, Bitcoin, hey, Tether. Like, I get it. You have your constituents. You have a board of directors. You got people with deadlines. I get that. But that, like, right off the bat shows me that a lot of them are running around with a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. There's very, very little structure. I mean, they probably have an idea, but, like, I think I could sum it up, and this will probably be the last thing I'll say.
Sure.
And I didn't mean to stir the pot. I can go with the infighting. It was very simple. The infighting's stupid. There's a bunch of boys and girls who are just dumb, very simply put. But
it's humans.
It's well, I mean, yeah, it's the industry. It's not just Rumble. It's just, I've never seen it so bad in Rumble, to be honest with you. But we can. I digress. But what I will say is their I forgot my point. Their communication style.
Just keep stirring. It's easier that way. Come on.
Good words.
Well, it's just, if we were all about helping each other out, we wouldn't be tearing each other down. But I mean, you're only one person, I'm only one person. There's only so much we can all collectively do. It's out of our control, whatever. So, but anyway, the last thing I'll say is that if they would just simply prioritize, like again, what's fixed or what's broken that needs to be fixed, instead of taking on too many things right now. I feel like, oh, I know what I was gonna say. I feel like Rumble, essentially, in a nutshell, is like run by a bunch of frat boys that had daddy's money that just, you know, wanted to run a project to have fun with it. In a nutshell, that's really where I feel that Rumble is. It started off pretty decent in my understanding. I have not been here since the beginning, full disclosure. But I've definitely been here in the middle. I pushed hard for it, and I saw them making some changes, and then it just went downhill. And so therefore I was like, all right, well, I can only do so much. I'm only one person. The rest is up to you guys. So again, when they take it more seriously, I'll take it more seriously. But right now, I'm just streaming here for shits and giggles. So, and about music, last thing, real quick, sorry.
Go for it.
That of course, I'm a little biased because I'm a musician, but they're not prioritizing other categories as well. Like I would like to see homemaking, woodwork, masonry work, real solid IRL non-degenerative behavior, like Lone Wolf and Cub. Like he's non-degenerate.
Oh, he's so nice.
Oh, I love him to death. Maybe these might not be super popular, but maybe like audio video engineering or just something freaking different. Right now, it's the massive world of politics and a tiny, tiny, tiny sliver of gaming. And then there's all fighting within the gaming and nobody can get their shit together. That's really the massive differences, the stark contrast difference between those two categories and communities. So that's my wish list.
I want to add on to your category stuff. I think we should be getting rid of some of these categories.
Sure.
Agreed.
For example,
cut the dead weight, brother. Yeah.
For example, my friend and I were kind of memeing on some of this stuff. There's lightning and thunderstorms. Let's make that popular. All right. There's what was the other one I saw that was quite hilarious? Weird and funny. Okay. Like there's just so many dumb categories.
I think the lightning storms is actually the.
I don't even have that.
I think the lightning storm is actually like when you go to sleep. That's what like they have on YouTube too.
Yeah, it's like 10-hour long stream.
So there's a lot of them on
Oh,
there.
I thought those were like it was like
rubber
storm
ear licking,
chasers and
please.
shit. I thought it was like storm chasers.
Let's dissect that for just a quick second, real quick, Clev. You bring up a very interesting point. Lightning storms, right? It's cute, it's funny, whatever. Think about the cost it takes to run that category, and the server power, and the electricity, and the water filtration system to keep those servers cool, and the list goes on and on. That's literally a waste of money because maybe 5 people use it?
Like,
well, if you're gonna go down that route, then that's gonna start being the whole, let's just get of all the things that pretty much almost all
celebrity
gossip,
caught dancing.
Pretty much all content creators on this platform would be gotten rid of as dead weight because they don't bring in enough money for that to suffices. Same with YouTube, right? You could get rid of huge quarter of content creators on YouTube because they don't bring any money. They're actually taking the money away from YouTube. Well, except their information. That's the one thing they can give YouTube. But beyond that point for Rumble, it'd be the same thing. They just keep like people like Asmongold and maybe Rampage Jackson, all the ones they have contracts with, and they get rid of all the people that aren't bringing in that money. Like some people are just taking it away. And so that's a thought road I don't want to go down. But thank you, Chavez, for sharing that. What?
But I think with these categories that they have, I think what they're doing is they're seeing what people are tagging, like their shorts or streams, and they're just like, oh, we'll make those categories now. And no, what's the point of even having tags if you're just gonna bloat up your browsing section with just unnecessary crap? So just either pick one, either categories or tags. You got to pick one.
It's a system that is not being cleaned up, and but again, thank you everyone for that. But for my three, so we can close that question down. One is they like going along with my previous one, but with Chavez's, they need a spokesperson. They need to have a unified messaging when they are doing all stuff. They need to put that messaging on Rumble as well. When their new update comes up, put it on Rumble, right? They have that notification bar. Like, communicate. They have done to some regard. Like, I'm glad that they didn't just let the whole requirement thing go and it was a surprise. No, they told us, but it could have been better, but they told us, and that's a good thing, but it still needs bettering. Communication always seemed to be like a mismatch in what they try to do, and I don't like. I'm kind of tired of the hype posts that Chris make, because at the end of the day, you're not doing yourself any favors. Like, it just doesn't help. It doesn't bring reality to the platform that kind of needs to be better, that a lot of people want to be better. We want to see Rumble succeed, but can't if we're just gonna see all the stuff they do and it's just like, whatever, right? I'll just use whatever platform and you guys are last, right? I that's why I don't treat platforms like family or whatever, because they aren't. But that's just me. Second one is going back to previous one, feedback page. Like, seriously, we need to have a separation between support and feedback. Support should only be for the issues that come up that need to be resolved. Feedback, hey, I got this great idea. Have it in its area. We do not need to be unified as it is now, because that doesn't make any sense. YouTube has a separate area for feedback. Twitch, like I said, probably has a separate area for feedback, and so many others. Like, you can't just have it all in one go. Otherwise, you're going to be having there's only, again, 156 people work at Rumble at this very moment, at least according to Robinhood. 156 people. And they're wanting to compete against YouTube, which has hundreds of thousands of people working for them, or Twitch, or whatever. Like, you can't, I don't know how many TikTok has. That's a different story altogether. But, like, you can't, Chris, you can't make these hype posts that you put on X and say, we're better than YouTube, or be the new YouTube, and you kind of fall flat on that. Like, I'm not business-minded. Like, the mighty Chavez over here, but I can see from the creator point of view and for just a regular user point of view, like I'm 17 months. Now 18 months of collecting this feedback, and I'm showing time and time again there's a lot of things that still get passed up, that still don't get taken care of. I'm giving them free stuff just like Chavez does, but I'm not doing it for Rumble anymore. I'm doing it for you guys. Because creators and users of this platform, on any platform really, they need an outlet. They need at least to feel like they're being heard. And like I said, I can't promise change, but you know what? You're going to see something at the end of this. Like a day or so after this, you will see that infographic that will show everyone what they said, issues, wishes, all this. It will be out there. And that's the point. Rumble lost their shot. Well, Rumble keeps losing their shot when they can't even just like, hey, thank you for that. I appreciate the feedback. We're dealing with the business, sure, great, but we're dealing with a business that kind of overshoots it. One gets ahead on DJ Smooth. He said they overpromise and they underdeliver. That is the perfect essential point of what Rumble is: overpromise, underdeliver. And they have a lot of cleaning up to do, but they seem to keep adding more and more, and that doesn't help. My last one, my third one. Thank you. I hope to be like one day, except I don't think I'll play the drums. Hey, you know what you gotta say. But the last thing I think is like, don't take Rumble Studio out of beta. Rumble Studio needs to be improved better, right? Don't take it out of beta until it is. Because when Rumble Studio came out, it was subpar to what it is now. It was subpar to what it is now, but it still had the issues. It was put out. It wasn't fully cooked, and now we're still dealing again with a half-baked cookie. Like, come on, guys. Let's stop dealing half-baked cookies and let's have a bakery worth selling the bread. Yes.
I want to add on to that, Rogue. I can't resist. I'm sorry. I'll just say very quickly.
I know you can't.
they should have never come out with Rumble Studio to begin with. Honestly, they should have just given us a damn stream key and a damn stream URL and been done with it. Stop. You shouldn't have gatekept any streamer at all. Like, don't force us to make a proprietary thing and give you feedback for your program that now you're making mandatory to do this and to do that. Like, it should have never come into existence at all, in my opinion, but that's just me.
Oh, it makes perfect sense. I've heard that before as well, but from my perspective, it's a nicety because no other platform has it. Like, no other platform has their own broadcasting software. And I know everyone just like OBS, whatever, but like for people,
I've had so many problems with OBS. I love the Rumble multi-stream stuff. It's so simple.
Yeah, and that's why it's there for. But it's not to go without its criticisms. Let's just be honest. Like, again, with Kata earlier, like, I do not like when a creator, doesn't matter who they are, say, you're not good enough, or you need to work harder, whatever. Look, I don't need to tell you how saturated this whole content creator thing is. On any freaking platform, it's all saturated.
Especially after the pandemic.
Yeah, it's all saturated. You're not good. Work harder is no longer an issue. I mean, you can say persistence and all this stuff, but like, working harder, shutting down a conversation isn't really a good look. And that's what I don't like. I don't like when people shut down the conversation and just say, just work harder, and then walk away. No, ask. Can we have some part of conversation here where we start asking questions and start learning a bit more about the person? Maybe you'd get a follow out of that if that were the case. But when you just go straight to work harder, do your thumbnails, overlays, all this stuff, bull crap.
Yeah.
There was this one, just to quickly get this done, there was one person I saw on Twitter saying, I'm giving this stuff away for free. Lady, I could go to YouTube and find all that for free. All that talk about overlays, all that talk about all this stuff. I can find all that for free on YouTube. What are you offering that hasn't been said by thousands of other creators? You ain't offering anything free. It's right there on YouTube. You can find it on Google. Hello.
Dara, do you need these? Do you need these?
I already have my own. Thank you very much. Nothing we say
these have powers, man.
Nothing we say here today or creators say today for all the stuff to make your stuff better, whatever, hasn't been said 100 times before by someone else on some other different platform. Don't think you're the exception on that remark. Now, if you want to do like a course thing or a one-on-one thing, now that's probably where the money's at. But don't go giving out advice, like, because it's probably already out there.
It's like what Clev was saying. It's one part, a lot of it's one part of it is work. You got to work at it, but it's also what I was saying. A lot of it's luck too. There's people that just get lucky, and they have they hit their video, they post at the right time, it hits the algorithm at the right moment. Some of that's luck.
Can I ask
some
you?
Some of it is tagging. Just to finish real quick. Some of it is tagging, some of it is thumbnail, some of it's titles. You definitely don't want to have the same title over and over again. You want to have some uniqueness there. Tags are important too. You don't want to have nonsensical tags. You don't want to have too many tags because then they'll downrank you there too. But luck does play a lot into it.
What would you, Tyler? What would you put the percentages at to compare to luck to content, like type of like
probably like 30-70.
30-70? I think it's less. I think luck is 15%. Because the thing is that people gravitate to good content. That's what the algorithm wants. So when it sees good content, it's gonna push it. You're not gonna. You have to have good audio. You gotta have good video. You gotta have a well-structured video. Whether it's you write a whole script for this and you edit this thing perfectly, so you should be publishing every video perfectly. Okay.
It's been fun, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, fine.
And then the algorithm will pick it up for you. So yes, there is luck, but it's also the work that you gotta put into it.
I just don't know if that's always the case. I have an example, which is completely anecdotal. But there's a streamer I follow, and he stayed at 25,000 for like 6 years. Like literally didn't move within 50 or 100. Just stayed there. And it wasn't that he had bad content. He was doing topical like YouTube commentary drama stuff, and he had like people in the chat, people sharing his stuff. Eventually, he got that big break. He started working with bigger creators. Then he started moving up again, but. I don't know. I think sometimes platforms they stick you into like a weird corner, and you get unlucky. You get screwed over. Like for example, YouTube. YouTube's like blacklisted me probably because of my political stuff. But I'm getting like no views on my news stuff.
So
you also got to read with YouTube. You got to read the room. YouTube isn't very political. People tend to think it is. It's not. For gaming, I tell people go to YouTube. That's where your gaming is. If you want to make edited form content for gaming, it's not here on Rumble, and Twitch is live streaming. I said for short form content, I say don't post Rumble Shorts. It's crap. You'll get 15, even if you're lucky, 15 views. You'll go to Rumble or YouTube Shorts or TikTok or Instagram Reels. People be sleeping on Instagram Reels nowadays. You'll get thousands of views on those. And your engagement will go up. The engagement is what pushes the content. So that cringy little comment, that's what's going to boost you up a little bit. And Dara, I see you shaking your head over there. You can...
You can suck it.
You can suck it.
There are things which you are correct on, but there are things that are such a wide variety bag that it's not a fit into one box scenario. You could have someone who could post a short and get viral pretty quick, and it's just because they did something simple. Like there's a whole ton of mixed bag to it. And again, this comes back to like one person experience does not override the other. That's why I do this feedback collection, because your experience, as great as it is, does not always match up with the next person after that. Your experience is yours, and that's why I do this. Toasty, go ahead. Sorry.
I had a couple of shorts on YouTube go viral. One of them being Robin Williams talking to Elmo, which got 2,611,321 views and 133,000 likes.
Those type of stuff gets up there.
So yeah, but I like my shorts on YouTube always go viral. It's just they don't like what I have to like. They don't like my live streams. They don't like what I have to say. That I got mass reported the first time. I got demonetized because of this fucking rat-faced bitch called Alyssa Mercante. I don't know if you guys ever heard of her. She went after me. Anyways, but I think I'm doing pretty well, and fortunately have bigger content creators that want me on their shows too, which is really nice. And I guess it's because they see my stuff on X, because I'm always going back and forth with people. I guess it's entertaining.
I think they just want a spicy Latina on their show because that really gets things going. Hey, it helps with the content, as I heard, but that's just me. Hey, Mr. Anton, how you doing? Welcome to the King of Biltong right there. Great dude. But with that in mind, the 3 questions are done. We will move on to the chat point. So anyone in chat, if you have anything you'd like to add for wishes, wish list stuff, issues, or whatnot, the floor is yours. I'm giving you that time because I want people in the chat to have that. That's why I saved it till after all 3 questions. But there was one someone said right here was by DeadCry44. He says it would be nice to see Rumble add total chatters a month to the stats, so that way newer streamers can see if they hit those metrics before paying and applying to the program. Because yes, you do have to pay for Rumble Premium in order to be part of the creator program.
Yes.
What is anyone's thoughts on that?
I think they already do that, because you could see on your dashboard the statistics, the last 7 days, the last 30 days, the last all time, like the views, the watch hours, not necessarily the viewers. Let me.
You can see, I believe you can see all the stats for the creator program, but my thing is like the analytics need to be in a better place.
Yeah, you can see the total views, hours viewed, new followers, new subs, and you can use that as a like the hours viewed especially, so you can see if you're hitting that metric of the hours that you were watched, because you have to have 500 hours to
for the next month. Yeah, for next month.
So.
I think, and I will say this, many people I've seen have asked for more in-depth analytics, like YouTube gives them, and unfortunately, the in-depth is just not much there because they'd like to know where is this person coming from, what time, all that stuff, because. Again, I've seen that one too many times. No, that's not a question you're gonna get to ask, Abe. I'm sorry, you've been denied. You have been denied. Mr. Ripper asked, do people who get dropped from the program, do they get a premium refund? I do not believe so.
No.
I did premium before the creator program. I just did it because I didn't want the ads, right? Get the ads. But I don't. If you paid for like a year or whatever for, like if you did the whole annual thing instead of like by month, no, you're not going to get it. And a big shout out to the man himself, Mr. King of Biltong. He gave 5 gifted subs. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna put that on there. 5 gifted subs. King of Biltong.
Yo, Tower.
Dang, Tower.
Tower.
Send it over to me, man.
All right, there you go.
There it is.
Showing off, bro.
There's always that one.
Everybody's like, well, if you're offering,
Thank you. Thank you, Tower.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Hey, the DMs are always open, Kev.
oh,
All right,
gotta
let
work
me
for
write
it, I
that down.
guess.
Tower.
Right. Luck, Tyler. It's about working.
You know,
Better
I
get
never
to working,
did
then.
understand the
It's
whole
working.
life
work?
system and like the creator program and the like the KPI. Well, I guess you call it KPIs, metrics, whatever.
Yeah.
I never like why. Like I understand maybe you're like trying to separate the boys from the men sort of thing, or the girls from the ladies, or whatever you want to call it, or just see how
male,
serious
female.
they are. But like, why not just? How about you X-nay on the creator program and fully give us, the content creators, empower us and let us take control of our own things. And hey, if we want to do subs, if we want to do donos, if we want, like, just make it equal across the board, including for Big Bad Dr. Disrespect. I mean, he'll has his own contract, he gets his payment, that's fine. But as far as everything else, I feel like that level of consistency will also be uniformed across the playing field and the platform to where everybody understands those expectations. You won't have to tie into anybody's sense of favoritism, and Chris can stand on that positively, confidently, saying we don't have any favoritism. Everybody's got the same exact metrics. Like, who even cares if it's, oh, you have to have 10 followers? Like, why not just when you sign up for the first time, hey, you have access to put in all your monetization tools right here, PayPal, crypto, Bitcoin, whatever it is that you want to do. If you have those addresses, empower your content creators and just let it fly. But instead, we're having to pay for premium, so we're paying Rumble one. Then we have to meet, their metrics, which for some people it's just flat out impossible. It is. Others, different story. I'm not going to really break that down and dissect it, but I don't believe in gatekeeping. Maybe many people here have been shadow banned and canceled like me. I don't know if you have or haven't, but I know what that's like. And when you have that much of a disadvantage against you, it's even harder coming out of that hole that they dug for you to go into. And then you find out you have to hit those metrics even more. So it's like a triple whammy. Like, what the hell are we supposed to do, man? So I don't think anybody should ever gatekeep or hold anybody back, but that's literally what's happening depending on how you look at it, I suppose. But teach their own, I suppose. What time is, by the way, what time will this be ending, or do we have an idea?
This is the 24-hour stream, man. What are you talking about?
Dara's trying to talk, but I don't see him.
Dara's muted.
Oh, you're
Yo,
muted.
mouth, you muted.
No, I'm not muted. I'm just sitting here. What you want?
Never mind. I was muted. But anyway,
Your
I'll
turn
try
now.
to get done. I'll try to get done by the 3-hour mark. So we'll quickly do this. Thank you to Tower Dog, and Anton. I don't expect it, but I appreciate it the same. Because rarely is the case that after a while I get it. But like, when you're talking about Chavez, like, that's why I do my pay it forward stream, because there's a lot of people that stream and they mostly don't get seen. I came across at least one person I knew and 9 others I did not for yesterday. And that was all my pay it forward stream. I've met a lot of people through it. But to go with that regard, Chavez, there's a lot of great ideas you have. But no, you know what?
Isn't that how you met me, Dara?
I think so, yeah. Or
I think it was one of your pay it forwards.
Joey. It was through Joey, I believe.
Was it through Joey? Okay.
I think it was through Joey.
I said there was one streamer that was doing something like that though, and he came through, and that's how I got introduced to him.
I want to say this as far as Dara goes. I was probably on my 3rd stream in Rumble. My third or 4th stream. I had just got into Rumble, just got going. He comes in and does the pay it forward. I didn't know. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't even know this guy, and he's in here paying it forward to my stream. So this is not only a thank you for then, but tonight as well for hosting all of us. Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you for that.
See, that's the way it should be, man. That's how it should be. Why is that so difficult?
Well, let me give kind of quick context to the pay it forward stream. It was sort of based it was sort of based off the thing that Chris Pavlovsky and Flawed TV did a while back. They did Rumble Raid. They did that with 10,000. I just kind of took it and just gave what little I have. I don't like. They had stipulations like you had to show your face on camera, all that stuff. I don't have stipulations, but if you don't interact, I kind of do leave after a minute because there's so many people. But at the end of the day, I give without anything returned because I think that's one of the most joyous things in life, even if not always. Like, even if you give and don't get anything returned, the point of the matter is that just do so. I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's about that regard of just like you have, even if it's something small. Like, I can only give so much. I don't make I have a full-time job like Tower here. I make little money on here, but I'm always grateful for all of it because Toasty, Kata, not Clev yet, but we'll get there. Tyler,
Yeah, fuck
I haven't had you on Dare Chat, man. I gotta give it somewhere.
You don't ask, man. You don't. You're like.
Well, I haven't got there yet. Can you just give me a second for that?
Oh, I'm on this. I'm at the bottom of this long list, man.
360 people, man. Over 360 various people, creator not I've had on Dare Chat.
I'm Clevtastic.
Your mother. All right, let's just put it down for that.
What about her? She's a saint. She's a lovely woman.
That's not what I heard. No, just joking. But again, thank you so much, Tower, for being as awesome as you are, and thank you all for being here. If there is nothing else from chat for any adding to the wish list stuff or whatever, I will quickly get to the prediction chart. Now, I won't go through all of it. I'll quickly go through all of it because I will post the prediction infographic that I've made pretty much for every month since March or April of like where possibly Rumble may be going to. And again, this is all based upon their public website website, corp.rumble.com, public posts is made on X, creator feedback, all different sorts of stuff. And I make it to, it's, again, take it with a grain of salt. It's a prediction chart infographic, but like I make it because in the direction of it does seem like they're moving towards the AI stuff. But give me 1 second. I gotta bring it up. There we go. Let's see. Here we go.
I can tell you really quick, whatever prediction you're coming across, they are 1,000,000% leaning into AI. They even have a name for it and everything. So he made an announcement the other day.
Yeah, well, yeah, they've done it for a while. So this is the front of it, right? This is the front of what will be, and I'll maybe do like 1 or 2 pages, and I'll be at, because I know people, it's the weekend. So what changed this cycle? Data Foundation updated. Rumble Group Inc. formalized. Northern Data closed. Tether now a debt equity layer. Creators program thresholds confirmed. TV app chat gap staff confirmed. It has been. Manual homepage boosted documented, meaning there have been some emails I've seen where staff from Rumble have said, hey, we'll boost your thing on, even the CEO has said, we'll boost your thing on the front page of Rumble for a little bit. So that's been for short-term watch items. Q2 earnings, first combined NED test, July 1st creator follow-up measurement. So anything that comes after into the new creator program stuff will be watched. Homepage recommendation changes, that's been said by Rick. Not shipped yet. Rumble Sports July checkpoint studio survey reoccurrence test that just happened not too long ago. 3 predictions now confirmed. Cloud company with video front end institutionalized in corporate structure. Creator payout squeeze further. That's the new stuff coming out in July. Multi-streaming over exclusives. That's the new content contracted creators that are coming. They are still multi-streaming to their places, but they're getting the money for the bag for. I mean, even Doc is still getting that regard. And then the long-term pattern, small creators build it, big names benefit. Elevated to pattern level finding across 3 independent voices. Platform loyalty confirmed as not sound creator strategy. That's just bits and datas of pieces of data from that. I'll show what's updated. And again, this will be out so everyone can take their time and look at it and all that stuff, because I don't want to stay too long with this. Corporate structure, Rumble Group formalized, confirmed, Quake AI and all that stuff. And I believe Northern Data revenue looking upgraded to like euro 170 to 190 million euro. Tether dependency now a debt and equity layer, because not only did they give 100 million for ad commitment, but 150 million for the GPU services, and now a secured loan for the Northern Data stuff, I believe. Tether is no longer just a commercial partner; it is a potential major equity holder and secured creditor. Pavlovsky retains 83.2% voting power via Class D share, so he's still in charge of. He can still make those changes. Program July 1st threshold increases structural impact. Staff confirmed TV app viewers cannot chat architectural gap pertaining this threshold by at least 12 months. Dylan Abed, content coordinator, email, June 2025. Gaming category averages 8 viewers per stream across 193 concurrent. That was at the time this was taken. So the amount of change. But like, again, staff confirmed Dylan Abed. Like you said, I think it was you, Tyler, that said about the TV app viewers cannot chat. There you go. 3 distinct failure modes documented. No response, Hevel, 69-day open ticket against the 24-hour promise. Circular deflection, Tom Kivitchak. Now, he did get a response back from Rumble, but this was at the time it was taken. Told to contact us after contacting. Delayed response requiring public escalation. Like we've talked about, the boy dev resolved in 20 hours post-ex post. All 3 resolved only after public tagging of leadership. VMix responded within minutes to the same technical issue in the same week. That's the Tom thing, cited by name as the benchmark creators are applying. And I know, Clev, you've said some other stuff too. Last bit is manual homepage boost, staff confirmed mechanism, primary source. Dylan Abed, content coordinator, confirmed in writing. Manual featured a creator stream on the homepage and explicitly offered to help boost your live streams. TV app chat limitation also confirmed in the same 2025 correspondence. Staff knew this architectural gap existed before the 75 chatter threshold was set. Access to the boost mechanism depends on creator staff relationship. Creators without that relationship have no documented equivalent path. And I'll just get to the last page because I don't want to spend too much. And this right here, the short term for next is 3 to 6 months, medium term 6 to 18 months. So it's a year, half a year to a year and a half, and then a year and a half beyond. That will all be there too. And the last bit is just, again, it's all prediction. Take it with a grain of salt. That's the thing I continue to say. But these are the two things last. The optimistic scenario. Quake AI generates real growing non-tethered enterprise revenue. Some flows back into the Rumble crater layer. Studio engineering resources, support infrastructure, discovery improvements, home pane recommendation changes ship alongside or shortly following the July 1st threshold changes, giving organic creators a discovery path that offsets the higher eligibility bar. The creator program adds a tiered structure within 6 months. The studio feedback survey recurs monthly with documented product follow through. None of the current behavior confirms this trajectory, but the asset base now exists to fund it if intentionally reinvestment follows. So that's just naming a bunch of stuff that sort of haven't happened except the Quake AI. Now, the core question, and this will be the last thing, Rumble is building a cloud infrastructure company. Creators are asking for discoverability, fair thresholds, and support system that responds within 24 hours. These are two conversations on the same platform. The defining image of this research cycle that I've been doing, so I do it like I make a new prediction chart every month before Rumble². The boy devs payout restored via public X escalation at 10:30 a.m. on June 17th. Rum Group corporate restructuring announced at 8:14 p.m. the same day. One company, two realities. Which one determines the platform's fate depends on which one the creators who produce its content base decide to believe. That's why I do this.
I love these rundowns and predictions personally. Last time I was on your show, like, it was a while ago, but I got all giddy when you started dissecting it. Not gonna lie. A little rousing too. True story.
Well, keep it down. And thank you again, Tower, for so much for doing what you do.
Freaking Tower, dude. Let's freaking.
He's getting another one. But again, the reason.
Tower. Sorry.
At the beginning of doing all this stuff, and it was a while to get to this point. Like, this has been a mess. At the beginning, it was messy. Like the first try of everything. Like I did surveys and stuff. Had to stop doing that. But at the end of the day, it stopped being about doing it for Rumble, and it started being about doing it for you guys. Because a lot of you are left in the dark, don't think your experience is the only experience, and so on and so forth. By doing this data collection, by posting it out there publicly for all of you to see, right? All of you have access to this information. I am transparent in how I do this. I use Claude for help with this. Claude helped in making this infographic. I'm open about that, right? Where's the sort of same transparency you were looking for from Rumble, right? I at a certain point, this is all for you guys, because at the end of the day, I don't know what else to do, and I'm tired of hearing how people are just like, what? I'd like some help. I'd like some help over. Can I please get some help? And they have to go make a public post on X to get something done. Now, again, not everyone experiences that, but when it happens, that should not be the case. Where is the differentiator between the other platforms for that? If I have to do the same thing like people have to do for YouTube, then that's not better than YouTube. It's on the same par.
Well, here's the thing that you need to keep in mind is I personally love and appreciate this, but at the same time, to be savage and brutal, you're doing Rumble's work for them in that way. Now I know your intention is for the community, and that's great. I love that. That's very helpful and insightful. But the harsh reality is like, I'm not going to say they're never going to do anything with it. It's possible, but we're all just screaming into an echo chamber at the end of the day. All of us, every single one of us here are doing that. But there is always hope, and we'll see what happens. But as long as there's a crystal clear understanding of that, then obviously there's no reason for anybody, not saying you are, but to be upset or aggravated or whatever. Well, actually, no, there is a reason to get aggravated, but like, it's beyond our control, man. There's literally nothing we can do.
And that's why I do this, because I feel like people now, again, it used to be having a connection, talking, whatever, sending emails, but at the end of the day, it stopped being that, and it said, you know what? Let's do it for the people who feel like they're alone in the situation they're in, and at least give them something. give them something, because again, I don't, the views are one thing. It's not much of a big deal for me, all that stuff. It's all about, hey, you're not alone. You're not alone. And that's why I do it. I don't do the pay it forward stream to get something out of it. I do it because I saw something that even Rumble misses. And yeah, they can go around just doing the crypto and all this stuff, but they'll miss the people who are making their platform. And unfortunately, here we are today. So, but anyway, knowing that it's past the time, and I apologize for taking it long. And again, I will post the prediction infographic later tonight. But I want to thank all my guests here. But so before we start heading off, and we'll quickly get through it, I'll have everyone go through their stuff and just kind of say your stuff, where you're at, all that thing, and then we'll get on to the next person. So I'll go with Clem first. Go ahead, Clem.
Well, let's see. Well, whatever. I don't know.
Where can they find you? What do you do?
It's been a long day already, so.
He makes content.
Basically, I got another podcast I got on there now. It's actually something different that I started this beginning of this year. It's also Coffee and Chaos Garage, that I actually go over car stuff and car questions and other things, and I actually do show stuff that I do work on and other things sometimes too. Just something different on Rumble that I don't see on there, something different than the regular trashy stuff you see on IRL and everything else too. So and then some people do have questions on stuff like that too. So I kind of, between that and conspiracy theories and other stuff, and I've kind of moved away a little more on gaming. So
yeah.
I've kind of been doing other stuff in that and music too. So
nice. Well, thank you so much, Clem, for being here. And guys, everyone's links are down in the description below on both the Rumble side and YouTube side. So if you want to know where everyone's at, that's the best place to go. Let's go with you, Clev. Go for it.
Well, I'm Clevtastic. You can find me on Rumble. Clevtastic. I'm also on Twitch. Clevtastic.
Fansley, what?
Clevtastic. OnlyFans. You know where that is. You can go to my link tree. It's in the description. I have a podcast, Trent Chapel Live. We're bringing it back. We're going to be interviewing a lot of creators here on Rumble. So if you're watching creators, keep your eyes open on your DMs. I have a movie out right now called The Vermin Within. Go check it out. It's the top of that link tree. And yeah, that's it for me.
And they said he wasn't smooth as butter. All right.
Dara, are you just gonna come over tonight, man? Gosh, like,
just shut up.
Just come over tonight, man. I'll get the Uber.
My name's Tyler. You guys find me at Tyler Rittenhour on X, Tyler Today News, YouTube, and Rumble. Thanks for having me on, Dara.
Thank you for
is that a lizard
coming
next to
on.
you?
Yes.
That's been there the entire time.
He has, just chilling.
Damn. You gotta get a lizard cam.
Now he's buttering up you.
Not the first one to tell me that.
Now Clev's trying to butter up you. I'm a little worried.
You cannot see the lizard.
Dude, Tyler's been mean mugging me this entire stream. What are you talking about? He's been looking at me like, dude, calm down.
I would, but I'm busy. But anyway, go ahead there, Toasty.
Hi, I'm Tiny Toasty. You can find me at Toasty with a Mosty 69 on X, here on Rumble, of course, YouTube, Twitch, Blaze, Kick, but my primary being Rumble, of course. So, I do a mix of politics, just entertainment, body cams, just fucking everything. It's super chaotic. And sometimes when we hit the goal, I'll change into a lingerie. So that's always fun.
I do that too.
That's scary. That's a scary club. But thank you, Toasty. Thank you, Toasty, for that. Let's go with Miss Kada.
Hi. So yes, I also stream on multiple platforms: Twitch. I always have to do it with my fingers, so I make sure I remember them. Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, TikTok, and hopefully Blaze again. Tower so graciously offered to help me finally get that tweaked, so hopefully we'll be able to come out bigger and better. And this is why I like Rumble. I would really like Rumble to be my main one. That's why I started streaming on here a couple of years ago, because I like the instant monetization. I like the freedom of speech. I don't have to worry about, because I don't usually cuss, but I have dropped the occasional F-bomb and then get scared that Twitch is gonna send me a nasty gram just saying that. So, in fact, after this stream, I want to be rushing, getting mine set up. So I'm going to go play Valorant. Hopefully I don't cry because I keep losing over and over. Some nights I lose all the matches. Yeah, that's fun. That's so much fun. Talk about self-esteem boosting when you lose every match in a night of rank. So
but are you having fun?
Sure. Yeah. I love crying after every lost match. Absolutely. And my link tree is also in the description. You'll see it all. I actually made a little merch store trying to do some of my new overlay on, like you see in the background right now. Just, a couple of things here and there. That's all on my link tree as well. And yeah, I really do like streaming. It's been my passion. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon, even if I never make a dime from it. It is something that I like doing, but it is something that I'm trying to get into like a main full-time job. So
yep. And that's understandable, but thank you, Miss Kata, for being part of. Much appreciated. Actually, you know what? I gotta go with the man who flexes a little too much. Go ahead, Chavez.
Oh. Yeah, it's just a false persona. I'm I'm actually fat. I'm fat and gross and out of shape. I can't flex with a dime.
Stop, dude. Good lord.
Are those Zildjian symbols or those Timu symbols back there? Hold on.
No, this is actually my pride and joy. This is actually, I am proud about this. This thing costs freaking more than my house, I swear. This is all legit. This is a TD50 KBX by Roland. It's the creme de, or rather it was the creme de la creme back in the day. Y'all don't want to hear about all the details, but no, that's all an electric digital kit. It's freaking phenomenal. Yeah. So Chavez flexing real quick. I kind of came in swinging. I apologize. I'm loud and obnoxious and savage and brutal and truthful. Brutal is brutal and truthful. I just came up with that. Awesome.
New word.
Unplanned. Completely unplanned. But yeah, I do live drum requests. I'm not the best drummer in the world by any means, but I've been doing this for over 2 decades now. I've toured, recorded, played, all the crap, all the things. But yeah, that's definitely my bread and butter. But the second thing that, ironically enough, it might be second, but it's one of my most favorite things, is the chatting segments. We talk about very divisive topics, all the things that make people feel very, very uncomfortable. Quick examples are politics, sex, parenting, marriage, education. There's literally nothing that we can't talk about. I'm a completely open book. No topic is off the table. And then thirdly is gaming tournaments. I used to host a handful of things. I genuinely love helping my brothers and sisters. I'm very passionate about that. I want to encourage girls to become ladies. I want to encourage boys to become gentlemen. I want to restore chivalry. I want to restore modesty. I want to be able to make believers think, make thinkers believe. I love deep intellectual conversation, psychology, philosophy, all the nerdy, geeky, dweeby stuff. I am primarily over on, in fact, before I forget, I'm over primarily on Pickaxe and Own, a newer vertical short form platform. I've done every platform. I've been shadow banned at least 2 or 3 times. I do love Rumble. It is a part of my portfolio. Nothing against anybody here. It's not my home. I think they have a shit ton of stuff to work on. Pardon my French. But their freedom of speech is unmatched, and I have to encourage that. But other than that, man, I'm just rambling. Really love you guys. Let's take care of each other. I don't look at anybody's competition. We need to actually support each other objectively and contribute to society and culture, and stop stepping on each other's toes. So there you go. And restore the lost art of civil discourse. Sorry. Very important.
Now, Chavez has a question for you. Is your camera, is it the black and white a choice, or are you just that old that it's
both, as a matter of fact. No, it's no, I love it.
Wow.
Savagery to the T.
No,
very
quick.
Very quick. It actually reflects my thought process. I'm very much black and white. I don't do well with gray, or maybe sort of kind of perhaps we'll see. 2 + 2 will always be nothing other than 4, and anybody who says otherwise is a liar and they're an idiot, right? So that's just how I work. But it's both. I'm old too, so hey.
I had to say it. I've been sitting on that joke since I've met you, and I was like, "What did I say to him?"
I love it.
That's crazy. But no, again, thank you, Chavez. Never apologize for giving your feedback and understandability, and that what you had said earlier about understanding that things they might not change. But then again, I've said too, I can't change anything, but I certainly can at least give a release for the frustration many feel, and that goes for all platforms. Like, all platforms have their issues, and if they want to be the best of the best, then they got to find out how to be made by the people who are coming in. Because I could tell you what, there's a website where you can look up web design of old, and I found the YouTube one. And when the 3 gentlemen who first started out YouTube, I can't remember their names, but they were former PayPal employees. They basically said in a blog post that, hey, we want to hear from you. We want to hear about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'll bring it up another time, but it's like they were basically saying, we want to hear from you. You help make our platform what it is today. And I'm not seeing that very much anymore from any of the other platforms. And that's an issue. If 3 former PayPal employees that now made the most impactful platform there is out there says, and they're not a part of it anymore, but like they can say, hey, we want to hear from you. We want to make it better. And now it's the opposite of that. And we can't see that very much from other platforms. That's a problem.
Yeah.
3 people.
Yeah, very much so.
3 people. But anyway, thank you again, Chavez. Of course, the man himself, Mr. Tower. Go ahead, good sir.
Well, just want to thank you for having me tonight. It's been a pleasure meeting everybody here. There are some people that I didn't know. There are some people that I follow secretly, just like that club. But at the end of the day, you can find me on Rumble. My main platform, and no offense to Rumble, but I really love Rumble, and I love what the platform is. Not everything that comes with it, but do we all?
Right.
I am an ambassador for VP Zone. I am working on a small platform. We're community based. But I am on SharePlay. I'm on Rumble. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Blaze, and no, I'm not on YouTube. I have been with YouTube since 2003, and I have 32 followers because I just couldn't agree with. They couldn't agree with me, and I couldn't agree with them. And at the end of the day, I have a mouth on me, and YouTube never fit in my profile. So I post my short form content, Clev, because I don't do long form because it's just too much for me. But at the end of the day, I am also the founder and owner of DSTG, which is Dark Solar Tactical Gaming, which is a group that is for community gaming. As far as anybody, whether you're a creator or non-creator, you're a VTuber, whether you're a streamer or not, my community is built for everybody gaming to come together and build a solid foundation for gaming as a whole. I'm not a stream team. I don't want to be considered a stream team. We're a community of gamers, and I love gaming. I've been gaming since I was probably about 5 years old. And that was back when they had the Oregon Trail and the original Mac. So yes, that's where I'm from. But at the end of the day, I'm on most platforms. You can find me XX Tower Dog XX. You can find me here on Rumble. I'm here for everybody. If you ever need any help, if you ever need anything, please come see me. I love to help out everybody. Join the Discord, whatever you got to do. But I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you, Dara, for everything you do. I appreciate you, man. I have sat in many streams very quietly, just listening. And I appreciate you. And since day number 3 of my Rumble career, you have been a part of this stream, whether you know it or not. So thank you very much.
You.
Love that.
I just wanted to ask though, are you sure it's 2003 for YouTube? Because YouTube didn't start until 2005.
I don't know. 2012? No. I listen. YouTube was around in 2003. It wasn't called YouTube. So.
Oh, you were on the dating site?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
CQC, you know what CQC
Respect.
is. Listen.
Respect.
I have been around since CQC, so.
Wow, I didn't know that. Thank you, Tower, for being part of and giving your feedback, because that's the most important part, because at least people now get to know what your word is and your thoughts, and that's the important part. Rather than just leaving it up to someone else to tell like what it is, you will now have that combined with everyone else's, that will be out there, and people say, oh, that's what Tower Dog said, and then there you go from there. So thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you, Ron Burgundy. Now for my turn, because you guys have all got your turn.
All right, that's the stream. Thanks everybody for joining.
Thanks. Have a good night, y'all.
Bye, everyone.
We're done now. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Calm it down. All right, you'll get your goodie bags later. Okay, just calm it down. But anyway, of course, name is Dara, or Dara. My name is Dara Moose, or Dara for short, because some people like to still say it wrong. We're way past the first grade, guys.
It's Moose?
It's Moo, like a cow.
Dara Moose. No,
What?
Dara Moose. Yes.
I've been saying your name wrong, dude.
No, it's Dara Moo.
But no, it's not. But anyway,
Yes,
the
it
point
is.
of the matter. The point. You people. But
What do you mean, you people?
You people.
Oh,
You
that's
people.
racist. You're a
What are you trying to
sexist.
say?
I am triggered.
Oh.
I am triggered.
Oh my God, I
Racist.
cannot
I will
believe it.
pull a Tropic Thunder. But anyway, again, all our links will be in the description down below on both Rumble site and YouTube site. I do post it the other places, but it's kind of ephemeral, so they don't stay. But again, thank you all so much. I would go through the other stuff, but I think we've been here long enough, and I appreciate my guests for all the time. So if you want to know where else I'm at, link is down below. A little shout out to Tomby, who has made streamers, which is the thing I use. Looking forward to all the stuff that he's coming out sometime this year. I don't know when for the other stuff, but I'm looking forward to what comes out, because he is the tech wizard, and I gotta give that credit due. So there's that. Quiet you in chat. You're going down, Navy. Keep it up, young man. You'll see what happens. But again, I wanted to thank all my guests for being here. Thank you for your time. Know that your feedback, now you're part of it. Number 18, a year and a half
We're
of
legal.
feedback collected, and of course, some of them have been twice over by people who've been on before, but it doesn't matter. The feedback matters, and you guys get to be part of it. You are now immortalized as best as I can make it. So thank you all so much for that. Again, like I said, all the links are down below. Next week's schedule comes out tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a short one because, 4th of July. I am not going to be doing anything for my holiday weekend, but maybe some of you will. So anyway, guys, I end the show. Hold on. No, that's the wrong thing.
Hashtag pro streamer. Pro
There we go,
streamer.
man.
Click the wrong buttons. Click the wrong buttons.
Nowhere else but here, guys.
Oh goodness. But anyway, I end the show as always with a song I sort of created with Suno, but the words are mine. This one is called A Moment to a Lifetime. Again, everyone, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your weekend, and have a good 4th of July too, because maybe I'll say something. I don't know. But anyway, have a great night, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Give me a moment, and I will make
recognition is a desire, a flame born of dreams forward. Yet dreams do not push beyond their scope. A recognition held back by reality. But reality's a dreaming way to come true, and be reality. So what do you wish? What is your desired reality? In truth, maybe not much. In truth, maybe it is. Only you can weave the dreams of wanting reality to form. And then, only then, will you create it? Give me a moment, just a single spark. Watch it catch and carry through the dark. Beyond what you can see, beyond what you can name. Every dream you're holding is a quiet flame. The world will tell you wait, the world will tell you no. But the river moves for those who let it flow. 'Cause reality is a dreaming way to come true, and be reality. So what do you wish? What is your desired reality? In truth, maybe not much. In truth, maybe it is. Only you can weave the dreams of one reality to form. And then, only then, will you create